Welcome back, everybody, to the Words from the Nerds podcast. We are back with another consistent weekly upload. It has been a while since we have missed some fun ones recently. We had most recently our fall box office draft with Brandon. Make sure to go and check that out. See who was able to snag Dune Part 3 for this fall season. We're not going to be talking much about box office today. Aiden is running away with it, unfortunately. And then right before that, we had episode 150, where we did a little game show hosted by a special guest. I'm not going to ruin who hosted it, but if you go watch the episode, you'll find out who that was. But yeah, welcome back, everybody. A little bit of housekeeping as we get into it. As always, if you want to leave a comment, we will read it on next week's episode. In this case, we're a couple weeks behind just because we recorded both the game show episode as well as the box office draft a couple weeks ago. It's been a while since we've been in here and catching up with one another. So we do have a comment back from episode 150 coming from my good friend, Cam Fost. One of the OGs from TikTok, who I actually have a very long history of playing in Game Pigeon. We've played a lot of games back and forth with one another. We didn't for a long time, and then he randomly sent me one like 5 weeks ago. He sent me one like early July, and I literally had to send him. I got an error when I tried to respond, and it said, this game was started from a different device. Finish this game using that device, because I had gotten a new phone. So I legit couldn't even finish the game. We had to start a new one, because before then it had been since August of last year. But yeah, we had played a lot. We did like a best of, I don't even know. I think we did a best of 100 or something in pool. Like we played a ton. But anyways, coming from Cam Fost, he says, Ben Hader here, but Jarvis's voice is very distinguishable compared to Vision's. Thank you, Cam, for the support. This has to do with a trivia question where we had to guess the audio clip from whatever movie it came from. And it was Jarvis in Iron Man 2, and Aiden guessed Vision and still got the points. And I tried to protest, but, harsh judgment coming my way for combating that, even though I was going to say Jarvis. So thank you, Cam, for the support on that. There was a lot of fun.
That would have made all the difference.
I was also gonna guess. Yeah, facts. I was also gonna guess the Avengers whenever you guessed Guardians of the Galaxy for the Jeopardy, and I didn't get the points because Charlie was like, "There's no way you would have said Avengers," and I was like, That's literally what I was gonna say. So 5-5.
We're comparing apples to oranges, and just go watch that episode and make your own judgment call of who really had the best performance, regardless of maybe the actual results of what happened. So anyways, leave a comment down below. We will read it on next week's episode. Next week is hosted by Aiden, so if you want to specialize anything for him to say, then feel free to do so. Make sure to like the video while you're down there. And we're going to get right into it with how these gentlemen are doing. Mr. Aiden, how have you been, sir?
Good, man. I've been good. Been busy, which, as Ben likes to say, that's a good thing, right? Yes, it is a good thing. Being busy is nice. It is fun. But I have not been getting to as many movies as I wanted. Shout out to the boy Nolan. I don't know if he's listening. We went to trivia on last Thursday for 90s movies. He got absolutely dog walked, which was crazy because like first place had like 3,750. For reference, we had 500 points.
Oh, damn.
550 maybe even 450. Honestly, I'm probably giving us too much grace. Winning team at 3,750. They absolutely dominated. But I now have a lot of good ideas for whenever I have to host trivia for episode 200. So, but yeah, we got mopped. So it was 90s theme. So I watched The Big Lebowski a couple days ago because I was like, I'm gonna get revenge and watch as many 90s movies as I possibly can. So we'll see if I stick to that because I need my get back on that fucking trivia, man. That was brutal. And then I watched Green Lantern Nightfall. I think it's called First Flight, not Nightfall. First Flight.
Is that an
I watched
animated
First
movie?
Flight animated. Yes. I am in the middle of watching it. So I went to the gym and my phone died. So I had to pause my watch of it, but I'm liking it a lot. Anyways, yeah, it's been nice, man. Just trying to get back into the swing of things. And obviously August is a low movie month. So it's kind of good that we've been able to hold our own with just what we've been putting out. So it's about to be busy. It's about to be busy season. Fall's right upon us, baby. And then December is going to be cinema. So I'm just biding my time until then. So yeah, I've been good.
Charlie, we know you're a little under the weather, but how are you holding up?
Are you sick,
Not
baby?
Not sick at all, chat. Not sick at all. I don't know what the hell these guys are talking about. I've been good though. I've been good. Which I've said this before, but I'm really trying to make it true this time. I'm trying to be back into the YouTube. Back into the YouTube.
I
shit.
saw that video.
Back into the YouTube.
I saw that video.
Hey, thank you. Which it's the highest viewing video in quite a while, which is crazy to say because it's only at 2,000 views, but whatever.
Oh,
I didn't even know it was that high because I
Bro.
saw it day one.
Or
really?
a farming
Oh, yeah.
over here. It's only
2,000. Come on now. 2,000 on
farming.
YouTube is. I mean, it's not nothing. I don't want to. I guess I don't.
Brother,
wanna
have you seen
severely
our
underplay
views on this fucking podcast?
it. Yeah, that's a valid point. That's a valid point.
Dang, you think that this is pointless? Is what you're saying?
No.
I'm
You
just saying
you
this
hate
compared-
us.
Me?
No,
Or Charlie?
Charlie's
Oh,
saying
yeah,
that he
Charlie,
hates us.
yeah.
No. That's why I'm still posting. I'm like I'm still gonna keep posting and as much as I feasibly can. It's just like if I'm gonna get a little bit real for a second, it does suck because like I am happy about it. I'm happy that it got 2,000 views, but like it's mostly I feel like just because I'm talking about like a current topic. I'd love it if that was translated into the videos that I put so much time and effort into, because like those videos don't even get 100 views. It's just crazy how flatlined it is. So like that's a little bit demoralizing, demotivating, whatever the proper word is. It's just having to push past that and like and focus on trying to find the perfect blend between the two of making these kind of current topic videos, but still maybe like putting in those higher effort, higher production quality videos. But yeah, I'm trying to be back into that and put some actual quality time into that. Hopefully get partnered again with YouTube because I lost that, which I know Benjamin also lost it, but I don't think Benjamin's gonna try to get it back. And calling out Aiden too, because Aiden doesn't post on TikTok anymore. What the fuck are we doing, man?
Dude,
Holy
I
shit.
know.
Did you run out of animes to watch?
Golly, bro.
Like, I thought there was.
No, I actually have so much ammo, but I don't know. It was weird. The arc that we jumped back into because I started right back up once we got out of break, and then the arc that we jumped into was super slow. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna let it chill for these next couple of weeks, and then I have not picked it back up. But I have my regrets. Maybe I'll get back to it soon.
Yeah, I'm sure when the remake comes out or the whatever. Is it a remake? I don't know. The better pace
That
show,
and
yeah.
the live action, the One Piece, and then the show, the live action coming out,
and then the
yeah.
movies just got announced too. I'm sure you'll do some shit about that.
bro. You like, oh my god, you have no idea how fucking like huge that shit is. The fact that we're getting a God Valley movie is like, I don't know, man. You think of your dream project. Like in the MCU or like DCU, it's always like those dream projects that you're like, but there's no way that's ever going to be made. Like they're like life just is not that fair. And these producers and these creators, there's no way that they're going to put that to fruition as much as I would love. And as much as this person would be perfect for this character, as great as this project would be under this director. It's one of those things that's just like, it's never going to happen. That is what God Valley as a movie was to me, at least. And they fucking announced it, and they announced that it's coming out next summer. my God, bro, I was like insanely up. It was awesome.
Damn. See, there you go. What dreams are made of, baby.
Yeah.
And other than that, I'm a little bit annoyed today, specifically because the Endgame Encore tickets are supposed to be out. My theater still has no showtimes up. None. Zero.
Wow.
Zilch. Nada. What the fuck are we doing?
So I thought that it might have been locked behind like Infinity Vision and IMAX. It's not. Other theaters in my town have just standard showings that
Bro.
aren't Infinity Vision showings.
Bro. What the
I got my
fuck are we
tickets
doing?
today for IMAX.
Damn. Bruh.
Dude, I got my
like,
tickets, and like I was saying earlier, our screens are they're like 90% full already.
Dude. It's insane.
I'm shocked. I guess
And
I
it-
shouldn't be
yeah.
surprised, but it's crazy.
What's a little crazy, I should have sent this in the group chat, I guess, but I went and looked at my theater also today while I was trying to secure these Endgame tickets. I was just out of curiosity because I'm not going to be at my theater for Doomsday. I just went and looked, and there's only 3 showtimes up right now for the Infinity Vision / Screen X. Sucks that you have to see it in Screen X to get the Infinity Vision, even though the Infinity Vision really doesn't matter. But all 3 showtimes are completely sold out, so which is crazy for my little town. Little I guess in the prospect of movie theaters, we only have 1. It's a shitty one, fucking losers. But that is just crazy to think about. Like, it's completely sold out, and I'm not gonna be there for it. That's crazy. I mean, I'm happy. I'm fine with it. This little hunky dory fucking stupid ass town full of losers that don't even know. They don't even know about this shit, bro. They ain't even really about this shit. Yeah, I'm calling all you fucking losers out.
Hunky
Okay?
dory.
You too, Noah, you little fucking bitch.
Yeah, aren't
he's
you
the one
friends?
Oh,
But yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy to look at. But hey, we're gonna be turning up in Normal, Illinois. Fucking stupid ass fucking name, bro. Dumbass town. But yeah, I'm good, man. I need to. I want to get up on watching some more stuff, both TV and movies. I think.
Oh, I don't mean to cut you off, Charlie. What I want you to watch Not Safe for Work.
Is that
Our
the
boy Will Angus is in it. Yes, from Almost Friday, from the Almost Friday TV.
Oh,
Almost Friday podcast. Yes,
okay.
and he's like a lead. It's a Mindy Kaling show, so like he's a
What the
lead
fuck?
there
I'm
in
gonna
the
watch
show,
this
and
now.
it's so funny. We just started.
What the
We're on episode
fuck?
4, and we're so locked in, so invested. I could not forget to mention that. So
I'm
sorry to
100% gonna watch that. What's it called again?
Not Safe for Work. I
Not
think
Safe for Work. Okay,
it's on Hulu. God, it's so good, man. I'm loving it.
Damn, son. Okay, I'm there. I'm 100%.
Charlie,
there.
you have a list of stuff that you need to watch.
Yeah,
soon.
I knew that was gonna come up, but I just watched a movie. I think I logged in on Letterboxd. I don't remember what it was, but I just overall like I need to watch Silo, the new season of Silo on Apple TV, yada yada yada, everything like that. But what did I log, bro? Oh, The Last House, that Netflix movie. I watched that. It was okay, I give it 2.5 stars.
Is it a new movie?
Yeah, it's a new Netflix movie with I forget her name, who was in Aiden, bro. What movie? The the Korean romance movie, bro.
Greta something.
Greta Lee.
Greta Lee.
Past
Yes.
Lives.
Past Lives. I couldn't remember the
The
name,
Japanese
bro.
I
I said Korean first. All right, I think I was right the first time.
okay.
I said Korean first.
I think it was Korean.
Yeah. She's good in it. And then who's the guy from Civil War? Who's the other photographer guy in Civil War?
Let's run it again. Time to run it back. There you go. Ben, your turn.
I forget his name, but he's also good in it as well. But I don't
Jesse
know. Just
Plemons?
no, the photographer guy, not the military guy.
Oh,
Um,
I'm not remembering that at all for some
it's
reason.
whatever. It's whatever. I don't want to linger on it too long, but it's like there's such an interesting premise, but I just feel like the payoff for it just wasn't really there. Kind of a letdown overall. But
You have three
Wagner
movies.
Mora.
Wagner Moura, thank you.
You have 3 movies that you should be prioritizing right now.
Wasn't he up for an X-Men role? Sorry.
Yes,
Yes.
Mr.
The Holdovers, Lord of the Rings, and what's the fucking third one?
The third one
True
is the
Detective.
movie. The third one is the movie that Aiden and I are recommending that you watch because of recent X-Men casting on the count of 3.
Oh, yes, that one.
Yes,
But then-
you really do need to watch that.
I think I thought Aiden said another one too. Not that
don't
wasn't
know.
a show like True Detective. I thought it was a different one, but whatever. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, stop
Whatever
watching
we
this
say.
like just Netflix slop, just
I know, man.
Like
And
slop,
dude, do you know who
bro.
Charlie is? All he does, like, whenever you need him to watch something, he just turns on Netflix slop. Like, that's what he does.
Nah, bro, I'm on YouTube more than anything, bro. Y'all saw. I'm
Oh,
on
we
that
saw.
YouTube shit.
Hey, you saw me,
Yeah.
bro. New rock stars tap in.
New rock stars every day. Every day. New rock stars or football content. Aiden's there, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you gonna get that new Disney
Oh,
Vikings
dude, they got
merch?
Thor. Yeah,
You got
Thor,
Thor,
is
bro.
Thor is
You
on the
got
Vikings.
Thor.
I
I was
haven't seen that.
actually pleasantly surprised. Yeah,
Bro, I got the
Uh,
fucking seagulls from fucking
Yeah,
Finding
that's
Nemo. Are you
tough.
fucking
I was
pissing me
so
off?
worried. And then I saw that we got Thor, and I was like, "That fits. It's cool. Like, yeah, I'm
Mhm.
definitely gonna cop." I think the Falcons have the best one. It's like Atlanta Falcons,
Millennium
and it's
Falcon.
the Millennium Falcon turned upside down. Oh, it's
I just
so
don't like
sick,
that
dude.
logo. I think they could have made the logo a little bit cooler, but
Yeah.
I do agree that's a great concept.
And then I think the Bears are pretty cool. They got Mowgli. Mowgli. Who else stood out to me? The Panthers.
I mean,
Wait, maybe the
Panthers
hold on,
did
I
not get
forget
Black
now.
Panther. They got
Yeah, which is crazy.
I forget who they were.
No, not Mowgli. Who is it? Oh God, who's the fucking bear in Baloo? Baloo. That's who I'm thinking of.
Oh, in the Jungle Book.
Yeah, Baloo is the Bears.
Of course.
But yeah,
I
love the
got
Thor
Captain
one.
America. I love the Eagles got Doctor Doom. I just love how they.
Oh my God, I'm
cape,
so
making the
jealous.
cape look like the wings, bro. It's crazy.
I'm
The wings
so
are-
I actually
jealous.
gotta see this.
No, it's
They
really
have
cool. It's
theirs.
actually really cool.
Theirs is probably the best, dude. Theirs
Yeah,
is-
I
I
think
hate
I
to
like
say
theirs
it.
too.
I hate that the Eagles of all teams got the coolest one, but dude, it's so nice.
Wait, that is kind of tough, actually.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Too bad I
But
don't.
are you gonna get that?
football.
Are you gonna get one of the shirts or hoodies, Aiden, of the Thor?
Yeah. I'm actually gonna go look at prices right now because I saw that they dropped. I just didn't see. I haven't looked into pricing or anything.
No.
I'm like, dude, Disney and NFL official merch. Like, surely that shit is gonna be a bag and a half.
Oh yeah, probably. I haven't looked at prices either because I'm not buying my shit. mine. I'm not buying that, bro. I'm not buying that. What the fuck
that's
is wrong with you?
crazy.
Holy
That's
cow!
crazy disrespect.
Holy, like, what are you saying? Are you like, we just won the Super Bowl, bro? What are you saying right now? Holy shit, man.
Well, okay. Who would you have rather? Like,
I don't
is
know,
there
if,
any
like,
that come to mind? That
I
you
guess
would've
it depends
wanted?
on like the color scheme. Like it depends on like what facet we're looking at. If we're looking at like color scheme, specifically, I guess like it's really hard to match one.
These are in this sense, it does look cool.
That one's the coolest design for it
But
I've
like,
seen.
bro, the the Raiders
Yeah,
one and
yeah,
the Chargers
yep.
one. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, bro. 100%. 100%, bro.
Yeah, that's fire. The Panthers one is really cool.
It
as
does
well.
look cool, but I do.
I
wish
think
it
the
was Black Panther,
Browns.
though.
Honestly, I think the Browns is like up there, like top 7.
Pluto.
I think.
Yeah.
Damn, they're already selling out, bro. Surely the
Lions
Vikings
getting
haven't
the Lion
sold out.
King. A little bit of the safe. That's a
Yes,
safe choice.
yes.
It's a safe pick.
It
It
is-
looks
it
good,
is
but it's a
safe.
safe pick. Safe pick.
That the Raiders one is so sick. I feel bad for the Chiefs. They got the big bad wolf. Which, like, fuck the Chiefs. Oh, it's sold out.
Damn.
I mean, at least the short sleeve.
The
is.
shirt. Yeah.
But
is that what
see,
you
like,
want? Go
this
look at the
is
hoodies. The hoodies
sick.
gotta be.
Yeah, I would want the Oh yeah, the hoodies are 100% a bag. I'll look, but yeah, I definitely want one, but I wouldn't choose t-shirt. I'm not a big t-shirt guy. I'm long sleeve or hoodies. So
You need me to look like next month when I'm in Disney?
yeah.
Actually,
Keep
yeah,
an
you
eye
should
out
do
for
that.
me.
Actually, yeah, you should. I bet they'll have them
Yeah.
in the World of Disney store, probably.
Hopefully
So
they
sick.
would in two and
Which
a
I
half
guess
weeks still.
that's
But yeah, dude, I like
Disney
the
Springs, so.
Seahawks one. Seahawks one is fire. All they have is the t-shirt for the Vikings.
Damn, they don't even have a hoodie. Okay, or do they have a crew neck? They don't have a crew neck.
We get no respect, dude. No.
Damn, bro. Damn. Anyway. Yeah, I'm good, man. Overall, I'm good.
As for myself, I'm doing pretty well. Charlie, you mentioned my new camera angle, so I guess I'll explain a little bit about why that's happening. Very spontaneous. A few days ago, the friends that I used to live with, when I moved out, they had somebody else live with them for a little bit, and then he moved out as well. And he left a bunch of stuff at their house that they just didn't want. They're like, why did you even leave all of this? But he didn't want it, so they just kind of had it. One of the things that they had sitting there for a long time is a little TV. It's like 27 inches. And it's an older TV, so it has the like AV connection and whatnot. And so I was just like, hey, can I just like have this TV? And they said, yeah, sure. Like we haven't done anything with it. It has sat on the floor for like almost a year at this point. Like, please just take it. We don't care. And so I took it. And then literally the next day I went out to like a local third party video game store and I got myself a PlayStation 2.
What?
That is actually like pre getting like a Wii, because I mainly like Wii, I would say, was the main thing that I played growing up. But pre that, my dad had a PlayStation 2. And so that's what I grew up with.
Best-selling console of all time.
I just went there. I got the little PS2 Slim bundle, got an extra controller. I got 2 games. They didn't have everything that I wanted, but I placed an order with some other stuff. So, we do a little gaming talk here. So this game,
Pac-Man.
what you know about Pac-Man World Rally. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Okay.
Probably spawned my love that then translated into Mario Kart Wii, which is like probably a top 5 or top 3 favorite game of mine. And then
Crashed. Crash Tag Team.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
this is
Hell
not primarily a racing game. Truthfully, it is not.
It's like an arena.
It is primarily a platformer, actually.
What?
Yeah. Now there's intermittently you do like races within it, but like it's a whole like
It's just
actual
like a
story
Crash
with
Bandicoot
open
game?
world and levels, and it's a phenomenal game, and I'm really excited to play it again. There's plenty of racing, but there's like a lot of other stuff to do.
That's interesting. I did
So
not know that.
one of the other games that I was looking for was Lego Star Wars.
Sure.
And so I asked the guy, I was just like, yeah, you got Lego Star Wars? And he checked on his computer and he said, it says we have it in stock, but I had already like looked physically at the shelves and I was like, I don't see it. He came over and he skimmed through and he's like, yeah, I don't see it. Someone probably stole it. I was like, what? And he said, yeah, they have like their different tiers of how expensive a game is or whatever based on popularity. And he said that's one of the lower popularity games, so it's cheaper. And so we just leave the discs in the cases. On the shelf.
That's what I was gonna say. They just leave them in?
Apparently for the cheaper games they do. So for Pac-Man was just in its case, like on the shelf sitting there.
Oh wow.
But then they had to go and retrieve the disc for this because this was a more expensive game. So I got a couple more games coming. But yeah, so I now, the way that I have to have this set up, because monitor stands, I've got monitor stands that are like a triangle and they jut out pretty far back.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wish that I could have like the TV on one of the sides and then the 2 monitors still together. But neither of the monitors fit well in the middle without being like super far forward because of the stands. So I actually have the monitors flanked, and in the middle is this TV that I just got. So because of that, my webcam can no longer go on the same monitor because it's a little too far over, compared to where my PC is.
Damn.
So it's now on the TV that's in the middle, which changes the angle a little bit. So,
Gotcha.
anyways, that's the
As
whole.
long as we can still see
that's
the
the whole
Odyssey
spiel.
poster.
Yeah, I changed the angle. I was
Aura.
just like, you lose that table, which I used to like. I used to theme that a little bit, but you got the poster and you get more of this side of the shelf, which you didn't get before. So I just need something to put like over here.
Yeah, something on that wall. Then all of our setups in the background, bro, clean, just clean. We'll all have fucking all just aura behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of aura, I know we briefly touched on the Avengers Endgame Encore stuff, but the first thing that I wanted to do before hopping into any specific projects is I wanted to talk about Avengers Doomsday. And the reason I wanted to talk about it is because, and I'll just like be upfront about this first and foremost, and then I'll catch your guys' vibes. But I think after the D23 stuff, after Spider-Man, after the new trailer that was released, after the Comic-Con stuff, I think I'm the highest that I've been on Marvel since probably like No Way Home, Multiverse of Madness, pre it being a disappointment. I think I'm like higher than I was then. So I think this is the highest I've been on Marvel since like Endgame, truthfully.
Damn.
Wow.
I am feeling phenomenal about their future. It's not just Doomsday. It's the slate of movies through 2028 is like a dream. I'm excited about every single thing that's coming out. I love the directors. I love the casting choices. I'm feeling great. And especially this new Doomsday trailer has grown on me so much. I watched the trailer and I bought this shirt.
Oh, aura.
I literally said, "Oh my gosh, Doom has so much aura. I need a Dr. Doom shirt." I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever watched a trailer and just been like, "Oh yeah, I need that now." But I needed this, and I bought it, and it's great. Yeah. So, I'm like running over my headphone wires with my chair, but no, I don't know. As the weeks have gone on and we haven't talked about these things as much, obviously, like you guys reacted to the trailer. I wasn't there for that. And then we've had a couple other things going on. So we haven't really talked about it. But I'm kind of just vibe checking with you guys and curious to know where you guys are at, because I haven't been this excited for Marvel in a long time. And it feels great.
Yeah, it's really surprising to hear how locked in they have you. But I mean, genuinely, just us on the D23 live stream, how insane we were yelling, screaming that Doom trailer. I was like, I had already seen it. And we're sitting there watching it, and I was just feeling like I got chills. And I was up and screaming like I never have before. I was like, oh my God, this thing is bringing emotions out of me that I just like haven't felt in so long. I'm extremely locked in, dude. I'm so excited. And I might honestly be even more excited for post Doomsday than I am for Doomsday. And that's a testament to how good Doomsday I feel like will be, but also how well they've been talking up, all the after effects, like Secret Wars, bro. My gosh, dude, it's going to be even more monumental. It's going to be even bigger. And then after that, 5 months later, we got X-Men. So yeah, I'm extremely locked in. I'm the most like hyped I've ever been. And I know we're talking about like MCU and we're talking about Doomsday, but dude, like the comic book movie or the comic book genre itself, I feel like we're hitting highs that we haven't seen in so long, maybe even since No Way Home, maybe even since Endgame. I don't know.
Can I add to that real quick?
Please.
I was going to ask, and we'll talk about this later. I think this year may be a contender for the best year for comic book shows ever. And maybe we'll talk about that more when we get into Lanterns. But like, we had Daredevil season 2, we had Invincible, we had Wonder Man, we had Spider Noir,
Yeah,
X-Men
yeah.
97. The Boys was, more of a letdown for a lot of us. But like that many comic book shows hitting at the
Yeah.
level that they are. Lanterns, I think we're all enjoying Lanterns. Obviously, we'll get into it.
Oh,
then-
bro. Spoilers, man.
Oh, hey, calm down. And then even Vision Quest, I think. Like, I'm more excited for Vision Quest
Oh
than I
yeah,
am, like, a lot of recent Marvel shows outside of like Daredevil.
That's crazy how much you've changed. Because I feel like if I remember correctly, every time we talked about it, I've been saying I'm excited for Vision Quest, but I feel like I remember you saying you were just like, like. So it just goes to show how much the MCU's grown on you. So for this little bit,
it's the MCU as a whole, and then it's also the specific trailer that came out during D23. I think that helped a lot. But like in comparison to recent Marvel shows, like obviously Daredevil is always going to be up there. Wonder Man, it was hard to be as excited for because you didn't really know what you were getting yourself into. But a lot of recent stuff in the last couple of years, like a Miss Marvel, an Echo, even go back to like a Hawkeye, like I'm a lot more excited for Vision Quest than I was for a lot of the recent stuff. So I think comic books are doing really, really well. Obviously there's kind of like the elephant in the room of the success of the DCU when you compare it to how Marvel is doing. Spider-Man outgrossing the entirety of Superman and Supergirl within like 3 days or whatever. Like that kind of there's that topic. Maybe we'll get into that, I'm sure, at some point. But things are they're just going so well. And it almost gives me hope for something like Star Wars, where I'm like, oh yeah, like if Marvel can do this and have a rebound, then like Star Wars can be better than it's ever been as well. Because Star Wars doesn't have anywhere near the peaks that Marvel has. Like it's not even close. So I would love for that franchise to get the love and care that it deserves. But anyways, I'm just I don't know what it is, but I have this very renewed sense of excitement that I haven't felt in a long time. And even just having the Endgame Encore tickets sell as quick as they did, like I refreshed my tickets, bought them the minute that they dropped, and then I went in 5 minutes later and I'm seeing that like 20 tickets are gone. I'm like, oh my gosh, like the hype is here. Like if this Endgame Encore was another just like 2026 release, it would be like making news headlines for how big, like it's gonna do really well.
That's crazy.
It's gonna do really well. And some people are even saying like there's a chance that it overtakes Spider-Man at the domestic box office or something, or becomes the highest grossing movie of all time again, which it needs like 170 million, I think, to do that. I think that as long as they give it the show times and breathing room, I think the demand is absolutely there. They are, I think, way undermining right now the amount of screens that need to be given. And as stuff fills up, they're definitely going to have to add more. Because like my main theater, they literally have one showtime at 6 p.m. each day from when it comes out. One singular showtime. That's nothing. They're all full. Like that's they're gonna have to add more. So, anyways, I'm ranting a lot, but it's out of excitement. So I want to hear more about where you guys are at.
Well, something I wanted to say is I don't know if you guys remember, but I have this coworker who he was early in the year. We were having a conversation. It was me, him, and another coworker of ours. We were talking about just Star Wars and Marvel in general. This is like very beginning of the year. And I remember I sent you guys a voice note, and they were not both of them. Just one of them was like, yeah, Star Wars is officially like dead. Like there's just nothing they can do to come back from that. And I didn't agree with that at the time. And that was, I think, that was before Mandalorian and Grogu. And I still don't agree with that. But anyway, he then goes on to say, and then Marvel's on their way out too. Like they're not officially dead, but they're on their way. And I said, I don't know, dude. Spider-Man's coming out this year. I just really doubt that. And he's like, really, you doubt that? Okay, man, we'll see. And dude, when I got back from my vacation, it was already at 1.4 billion. I immediately went over to him. I was like, hey, man, guess what Spider-Man's at right now? And you know what he hit me with? He's like, just because one movie does well doesn't mean that like it's not still dying or something like that. I'm like, okay, one movie, buddy. Oh yeah, all right. I'll check back up with you in December. But how about that? All right. Oh my gosh, it's just crazy. The delusions are crazy.
There's a chance they just broke the record, and then they're going to break the record again this December, and then they go for a three-peat with Secret Wars.
With Secret Wars, yeah.
That is completely realistic, especially if Doomsday is like even semi-competent of a movie. And also, shout out to the Escape Pod, because I heard this from them, but I think it's a good idea. And I'm outing myself. Don't worry about it.
I was going to say, these boys clown me for clicking on their shit, by the way.
Don't say these boys.
I don't click on it, but I do. I see the reels or I see the shorts from time to time. You know, what am I going to do? Right. They mentioned something about, oh yeah, all that Marvel has to do is like heavily show Tom Holland's involvement in Secret Wars. Show that Spider-Man is going to be a big portion of it. And like,
that's a rumor right now.
Yeah, and you're just going to absolutely multiply the success of that movie far beyond what it's already guaranteed to be.
Yeah.
I actually really liked. I'll out myself with you, Ben. Fuck it. I actually really liked that clip and like the discussion that was going on.
There we go. Here it is.
Because it's back.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you got full videos of theirs watched on your YouTubes.
Yeah, man.
When they clicked on an episode of theirs,
yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
When they got Robert Kirkman on the fucking pod, yeah, I'm watching it, buddy. Sorry, forgive me. Holy shit, man. Get the fuck over yourselves. Holy
cringe
shit.
Fest.
Well, maybe we can learn a thing or two about how to be fucking entertaining with their fucking 180,000 views per podcast episode.
Golly, hey, they do it for numbers. We do it for the love of the game. All right, man. Like, we're different. But no, it's a great discussion, and it's a great thing to bring up with the huge success of Spider-Man. And like, God, if you show that symbiote suit, bro, if that's what you're marketing Secret Wars with, if we're getting to see Tom in his symbiote suit for the first time in that movie, like, gosh, I don't know, man. It
$1
would be insane.
Incoming.
Yep. Yeah. Honestly, I even think that there might be a scenario where like Secret Wars, we get like the setup of Battle World, and then like for the next couple like phases, all the movies are set on Battle World still. Like you have your Spider-Man, you have like your mutants, you have like your new T'Challa, Black Panther. Like, I don't know how that setup would look in Secret Wars. Like what is the, we defeated Doom. Is that even what happens? Or is, Avengers Secret Wars just a big, like, this is the playing field now. And we spend some time on Battle World before we get to the next Avengers movie. Something to think about. But yeah,
that to me feels like the same level of, back when Endgame was happening and after we had seen it, or maybe it was before Endgame, but people wanting to see like life within the snapped world and like getting to experience that feels like that level to me. And like just from what we know of Joe and Anthony Russo, like they're not going to do anything like that, which that's not up to them at that point. With what you're saying like projects after Secret Wars, that would be up to like Destin Daniel Cretton when he goes to please Spider-Man 5 and whoever, Ryan Coogler, if he stays on after he's doing Black Panther 3, which is after Secret Wars. So I mean, Black Panther 3 could be, I could see that being a high possibility actually with what you're saying. I could see that being, if they don't end Secret Wars with there being like an all new,
that's what I'm saying.
Combined world, which is how it ends in the comics.
It would have to be Doom wins and Doomsday so that we can get to Secret Wars and Battle World is all set up. And then Doom also wins and keeps his Battle World in Secret Wars. Like that's back to back, all within a year of each other. I don't know, but I wouldn't be opposed to that. Like, let's say it was just Doomsday that was coming up, boom, Battle World. There's no Secret Wars or nothing, but then we have Spider-Man, X-Men, Black Panther, Ghost Rider all on the horizon. Well, you have your New York, right, with Spider-Man and like all these people that Doom created, like this little part of the world right here. You have Wakanda over here. You have like the mutants and everything over here. And you get to spend some time there building up to the next Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Interesting. We're getting off track, but
last thing I want to say, and this is going back to the Endgame Encore thing a little bit. You guys seen the color grading shit?
Yeah.
You guys seen that shit? Yeah, that is so crazy. That is so crazy to me. Mr. Joe and Anthony Russo, it's gray on purpose. It's gray on purpose, guys. I swear it's gray on purpose. Oh yeah, okay. What are we looking at?
Trailer thing though, like
it's possible. I guess that's possible.
I don't know if they would really be like, yeah, let's go recolor grade the whole 3-hour movie. Like,
that'd be crazy.
That's possible. Yeah, you're right.
Guys, we're making the movie look better. Go see it in theaters. That's crazy.
Dude, it just looks so much better. If that's just for the trailer, that sucks.
Does, yeah,
that fucking sucks.
Did you guys see the one line of dialogue that was changed as well?
The time one.
Yeah, I think in Endgame it's when you mess with time, it tends to mess back.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the new trailer, it's when you mess with time, time tends to mess back.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? That's such a weird change. Like what? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw a video breaking it down, but I don't really remember. I don't remember the significance of it, but
interesting change.
Yeah. Some people think that it has greater significance on like Tony Stark warning Captain America about the implications of traveling back in time and living the life that he wants to or whatever, and ties into like, the new line in the Doomsday trailer, which a lot of people are clinging on to and now are talking about, is Doom saying all of you have lived stolen lives, and how that applies to a lot of the heroes and some of the benefits that they've been able to have and kind of just live freely and sometimes, do crazy things in order to achieve that. So yeah, it'll be interesting. But, and I know that's kind of a separate point that I just brought up, but even just that, the line of you've all lived stolen lives, even like thinking about that and hearing some people kind of explain that and who all that could apply to and whatnot, even that I'm just like, okay, wait, maybe we're like actually setting up Doom in like a really cool way that we just didn't even notice. Like
it's
all
of
these things that happen that like
good.
are going to be significant that like you wouldn't even think are significant. And yeah, it's all culminated, but like I don't know, it's almost like you don't need the build up. The culmination is just like, oh yeah, Doom's here and like you're all screwed. Like we're past the point of like warning. It's just already too far.
It's like, or is this the buildup, right? Is this the quote unquote buildup? Is Doomsday itself the buildup for Secret Wars? What's the issue with that? What's the issue with that? Yeah, we know that Doom is a big bad, but what's so wrong with that? I mean, did we need a ton of these other projects building up to this, or can this be our buildup? Hey, Doom's on the scene now. We got to get together, however messy that looks, and Secret Wars is like our end game and is what we're building to. So I think even that side of the coin, I mean, I'm fully bought in, man. That trailer did a lot of heavy lifting. I think that should have been the first trailer that they dropped. And I think one of the most chilling moments in that entire trailer is whenever Reed first says, Victor, did you do this? And he just like slowly opens his eyes and looks at him. That is like horrifying to me. I'm like, bro, Doom is not to be fucked with. It's scary. It's a horror movie.
Yeah.
And we said this whenever we reacted to it, whenever the trailer first came out, but it's weird. You started off with Sue Storm, like, explaining all this stuff about Doom and, he lost everything. And then it's just like this eerie fade into all of New York just completely flattened. And the way that that's edited, it like no other trailers do that, especially no other Marvel trailers. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like a it's like dumping, and it just cuts into this utter destruction with
Yeah.
Reed saying, "Victor, did you do this?" It's like it is chopped up like a freaking horror movie, and
So is that
that
Fantastic
is the
Four's
shit
New
that I
York?
needed. We talked.
Is that Tobey Maguire's
Charlie
New
thinks it's
York?
Tobey Maguire's New York.
Dude, that almost seems like too much to do in Doomsday. And maybe it's not. Maybe that would be fine.
I don't put it past him though.
I don't put it past him, but I don't like. There's already so much that are we really going to have Toby and his universe be like a significant plot point that like I don't know. That would just be crazy.
See, the thing is, I feel like the way that it sounds like they're doing it, if that leak is true, that he's not a significant plot point. It sounds like he's literally just there to give the audience a thing to cling on to, a quick like thing to attach themselves to that they've already been attached to before, and then realize just how dangerous all of this incursion stuff really is, to watch one of those worlds dissipate, and it just happens to be
And
Toby's.
he just gets freaking murked. Toby dies. That's the leak.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if you want me to say, but yes, that's.
I mean, I've heard
Deadpool and
something
Wolverine.
adjacent enough where
that's the thing is like, and I was gonna make a TikTok about this, but like apparently and I have not read the leaks myself, but I saw somebody say the leak itself is not Toby fights the entire X-Men. It's just Toby fights Deadpool and Wolverine and dies to Deadpool and Wolverine. So.
But
Which that's lame.
If you remember,
he's
Magneto
killing them, bro.
Magneto's or not Magneto. Ian McKellen said in an interview, he's like,
Destroys
"Yeah,
New Jersey.
the other day I just destroyed New Jersey," and it's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, that's what you meant. You murked Toby's universe." But also, yes, Deadpool and Wolverine. There's even, I don't know how true this is. Honestly, we talk about these leaks, but there are so many, like, I haven't read any other, like, fully in depth, but I'm seeing so many people throw different ones out there, and so many people say that different ones are credible. So I think that I am also somewhat in the dark when it comes to some of this stuff, but just add some fuel to the fire. They do also say that Green Goblin and Doc Ock are fighting with Toby against the X-Men that are going in there to destroy
That's
the
the
universe,
first
which
time
I'm like,
I've heard that. I have not heard that.
I know. And
Damn.
when I heard that, I was like, "Oh, that sounds
In
fine.
this movie
That sounds
in
good."
December, are we sure?
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
mean,
There's so much going out. There's so much just leaking and not like AI, all this stuff, dude, that
yeah.
I think I'm starting to get more and more in the dark as all these leaks come out. It's crazy.
And they're just starting filming on Secret Wars right now. I need them to lock it in, bro. I do not want to see some shit like this. I don't want to hear anything about Secret Wars. I don't want to hear some fucking Tobey Maguire is going to fight the X-Men and fucking die. I don't want to hear anything like that for Secret Wars. I don't want to hear that shit. Keep that shit buckled, Marvel. Disney, what are we doing?
Yeah, the leaks have been crazy. First Spider-Man and then immediately into Doomsday stuff. Even just the second trailer, there was that one shot of him like with the Sentinels where he turns around, posed like Tony Stark.
Yeah, bro.
That got
I
leaked
thought
like
that was fake.
months ago. Oh my
I
God.
thought it was fake and
It
real
was
as hell.
real.
Real as hell.
Crazy stuff.
We
But
did recently find out that shot was edited too, but I don't know how much we want to talk about that. I don't think you saw that, Ben. Probably.
I
not,
don't know
but
anything about that now.
yeah, that the one in the trailer was edited. They cut something out that was in the leak.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm excited, and I'm also very excited that we get to watch it together. Like that's gonna be
Yes, sir.
gonna be electric. And I already have.
Y'all thought I was sitting
said-
with you guys? I bought my own seat in that theater. That's right, buddy.
Okay. I mean, I have 6 tickets. We're
Have
just
fun.
sitting like opposite ends, like far away. Yeah, I mean, I'm going 2 times opening weekend, but I'm like, I wish that the next week wasn't Christmas or I would buy more tickets. Like, I'm genuinely at that point of just like, I would get 1 or 2 more show times the following week if it wasn't Christmas time. And once Christmas is over, like going into the new year, I'm planning on watching it multiple more times. I'm hoping that they do an IMAX release once Dune gets the hell out of the way. Like that's like have your
it'll be
2
like
or 3
Spider-Man
weeks,
if I had
Dune.
to
Have your
guess.
2 or
Yeah.
3 weeks, and then share a little bit so that we can go see it on the big screen. Not what
I
I
imagine
thought I
it'll
would
be
be
just
saying
like
because
Spider-Man.
I'm such a big Dune fan. Like,
Crazy, yeah. Ben's
But-
made a 180.
and the crazy thing is, Dune tickets are not selling. Like 70 millimeter, those are selling like crazy. There's a lot of scalpers. It's going insane. But I'm telling you, that like early insider screening that's happening on that Tuesday beforehand, my theater's like 50% full. Like that's crazy.
Sheesh.
Opening night,
Listen,
was-
bruh.
there's like 10 tickets sold. It's
Listen,
like
bruh. I had no other path to go down, man. This was my best bet. This was the one of the fucking fall draft. I need this to work. Shut your mouth, Benjamin. Shut it up.
It's going to make money, but I'm genuinely shocked. Let me pull.
Fucking
I'm gonna pull up your guys's showtime that you're going to while I'm gone,
Yeah.
and just show you guys what it's looking like.
What?
Wait, are the gray ones the dark gray ones are seats that
Yeah.
are purchased?
That's 10 tickets sold. Now you guys are going at 3:20 in the afternoon. Okay,
Bro,
so it's an
don't-
earlier work day, right? You know, gonna be not as busy. But here's the 7:20.
Yeah.
So you would think that's
This
like
is
peak.
this is IMAX right here, at least Thursday opening night.
Bruh.
Which like isn't terrible.
It's cooked, bro. It's
You
cooked.
go to
bro. It's
Friday.
cooked.
You go to Friday, the December 18th.
Charlie, I'm not trying to demoralize you here, but I have one more thing to show you.
It's cooked, bro.
This is the second round of Doomsday tickets that dropped. So this is like the normal non-Infinity Vision screenings that dropped like a week ago or whatever. So
That's insane.
Infinity Vision already was filling up. Second group of tickets, and it's filling up like that.
Holy schmackaroni. This
Crazy stuff is happening.
This shit
Crazy
hits me,
stuff
bro.
is happening.
I'm ending in 4th place. It's actually crazy. I'm ending in 4th place.
Okay, it's still going to make a lot of money, and all of us would have picked it as our 1-1. I think there was an underestimation of how much of a behemoth that Doomsday is going
Yeah.
to be. Aiden, do you have any doubts now that Doomsday will gap Spider-Man by 500 mil?
That's a good question. I mean, what do we think Spider-Man ends at? Like what's it at right now? 2.2. These aren't as impressive.
That was the last report was 2.2. Yeah.
2.2. Okay, I think it'll end at about 2.4, 5. Just
I think
Doomsday.
I think that
Hit
places
$3
it
bill.
as third highest grossing movie of all time.
I don't even know where
Avatar
Spider-Man could
and
fall.
Endgame.
Like that's what.
Yeah.
Like, does Spider-Man fall at 2.5? Like, does it make another 300 mil? I don't know. I'm gonna say right now, because I'm really high on Doomsday, I'm gonna say yes. I do think it could gap Spider-Man by 500. I won't say at the least or at the most, because I still don't know what Doomsday ceiling
Right.
is. Fuck, for all we know, dude, Doomsday ceiling could be
Yeah.
like 3.5. I don't know, man. I don't know. So I won't say if it's the most or like least, but I do think that it could be a 500 mil gap.
I have no clue.
Gosh,
And
yeah.
truthfully, like with Odyssey and Spider-Man, like you're so far ahead that even if Doomsday is a 500 mil gap, like I don't know if there's anything that can be done. I honestly, and you may agree with this, Aiden, if I had drafted Odyssey
Mhm.
in the summer, I think I would win.
Yeah, I agree. And I
'Cause
said that with
that
our
would be
fall draft. I
a
said
that would have been a
had
900
drafted
mil swing from
Odyssey,
where I'm at right now because I lost like 70 from
mhm,
Mando, and Odyssey is profiting 800 and something right
mhm,
now. So I would have a 900 mil swing from where I'm currently at. I'd be
yeah,
over a billion and still have Doomsday to come.
yeah, and that's why I said during the fall draft, I was like, "You draft Odyssey there. This is a completely different scenario right here. It's a
Yeah.
completely different game. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's enough talk about Avengers Doomsday and Endgame Encore. I'm sure we'll have more stuff coming up on that. And then obviously we're going to be rewatching Endgame here in about a month. And I'm sure we'll touch on it with the new
Yeah.
footage.
I'm double featuring Encore in prime time. It's going to be the greatest double feature
No
of all
way,
time.
dude. That's
I just got tickets. Brandon was like, Are we double featuring that?" I was like, "Oh, dude, that sounds sick." He was like,
which one are you watching
"You're fucking,
first?
you're locked in." Doom, Endgame.
Dude, that's crazy.
I'll be sitting in prime time like, holy shit, just mind sauced.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about there's 4 minutes of additional footage. I think that's within the movie itself, is my understanding, is that they added
Nice.
to scenes and whatnot. And then on top of that, there will be an exclusive look at Avengers Doomsday, whether that's a trailer that plays beforehand, a post-credit scene. I don't think that's been specifically rumored, but bonus content that nobody has seen yet. I think
Hell
there's
yeah.
been leaks going around, but who knows?
I'm staying off Twitter that entire weekend.
Yeah.
I need that to be cinema.
Who knows what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very exciting stuff. And to continue talking about more Marvel, we did just have in these last couple of weeks here, we had the end of X-Men 97 season 2, something that we briefly touched on at like the midway point of the season. And you guys might have talked about like the earlier part of the season at some point too. But yeah, I guess we're giving ratings of the season as a whole, reaction to that, and then we'll kind of jump into it with these last couple of episodes and overall season thoughts. So overall thoughts on season 2 of X-Men 97 in 3, 2, 1.
It's just good. It's good. I mean,
so frustrating,
it's-
man.
yeah. I mean, it's good, but that's the thing is that it's frustrating. It's frustrating that it's not as good as it should have been.
Mhm.
And I mean, just because like we've touched on the other stuff, the other episodes throughout that kind of annoyed us and bugged us. I think it's as Benjamin says, just the last two that we didn't really touch on. I mean, way to like, I don't know how you hold off on doing that Gambit stuff until the very like end of this season, and then yet it still feels super rushed and not totally earned. Something that I will say a highlight that did work for me is the Nightcrawler thing. That got me, man.
God, my goat.
I was
In the final episode?
In the finale. I was tearing up. I was like, damn, that's good shit right there. That's some good fucking shit. But just, it just came down. The Gambit Apocalypse stuff was so corny to me, man. It was just corny. I don't know. Like, Apocalypse also just felt like a nothing. It felt like you built up Nimrod. Is that his name from season 1? Nimrod, way better than you built up fucking Apocalypse here. And even though Apocalypse had stuff at the beginning of the season, but it's like you touched on him and then we forgot about him the entire show.
God,
and then you try to like go back to it after that. I'm just like, I don't know, man. And I want to say, and I've seen this consensus at least once or twice, is like season 3 is going to be better just because like they had to like kind of bounce back and recover after like losing the showrunner from season 1. But that showrunner wrote this season as well. So like most of this stuff was pretty squared away as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know. Maybe they decided to get rid of some of his stuff now that he was gone, but I feel like there weren't as many shakeups as we want to believe that there were. So I don't know that season 3 will be better. I'm still hopeful for it, of course. I really want this show to be fantastic, but man, season 1 just gaps this season. It's crazy. It's crazy. With episode 4 being a notable exception. Episode 4 is phenomenal, of course.
That might have been a higher peak than season 1 for me.
Really? See, I don't think anything this season tops Genosha.
Episode 5.
No.
Yeah.
I'd have to really consider that to actually like stand on that point, but episode 4 was just really good.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and that's what's so disappointing about this season too. I feel like is that we get something like that, and then we never go back. And that post-credit scene too, we didn't even talk about that. The post-credit scene being Black Widow and Captain America just talking to Logan, just like, "Yo, do you need our help? Like, we're here if you need anything." That whole episode mixed with that post-credit scene, I was like, this is phenomenal. I was my vibes were super high. And then we never go back to it. We never circle back to it aside from some teases. And the next tease I think we get after that is Apocalypse is dead. And it's like, dude, this whole time I was just waiting for like maybe we had 1 or 2 filler, and I was praying we would circle back. I was holding out faith, and then we never circled back to it. And the second to last episode that we did, we got the Gambit stuff. Last episode we got fucking Hella, Infinity Vision, whatever the fuck the what if shit was. Like Captain Carter, Hella, Vision, whatever. We get all of that at the end, at the as the last episode of the season, and it does not work. It does not feel warranted, and it just feels like even if it was great, even if it did hit, it's so late. It is way too late. Whereas I was giving the show a lot of grace for maybe we'll circle back to this here after this filler episode. We got to get Logan back to where he is. We got to introduce Polaris. But then when you look back, man, we are just all over the place. Like, why did we get the fucking episodes that we got? You got Logan getting his powers back. You introduce Polaris back to the squad because we have the what is that AI thing that Charles was fighting?
Danger.
Danger. Yes. We had that, and then we had Colossus coming back to the X Mansion. Where did any of that fit into the finale? Aside from maybe Logan having his powers back and Polaris adding a little bit to the fight, where did any of that warrant spending 30 minutes every fucking week on? Circling back to Apocalypse Gambit. Like, I don't understand. And in that moment, I was giving it grace, and I was saying maybe this is all for a reason. Maybe we'll circle back to the Gambit stuff for the final 3 episodes. Maybe it's a whole arc we're getting, and we just didn't. And that's so goddamn frustrating to me, dude. That's why I cannot justify anything that we ended up getting in this season past the first 4 episodes. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking mad talking about this shit again.
I really don't have much to add. I kind of watched it and was just like, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
But you feel that this
you went,
you feel that this season was not as good as season 1 though, right, Ben? But
Yes.
but just minus episode 4 might be a higher peak for you.
Yeah, I don't think that I have it maybe as significant of a gap as you guys might, but I think that's because I'm a little lower on season 1. Like, I would have season 1 at like an 8.5, and then this would be like a 7.
Okay.
But it's it's noticeable for sure.
I think I agree with 7, maybe 6.5. I don't know. Bro.
I'd probably go with 6, man.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't
It
think
sucks
I'll
with like
reflect
after
well.
episode 4. No, yeah. That's the other thing too.
Yeah.
It just sucks after episode 4. Like I was in agreement with Aiden. We're like, this is some of the best shit the MCU's ever put out. And then like by the end of it, we're like, okay, well, this doesn't keep anywhere near to like Loki season 2, which is the other thing I think is the best shit that Marvel's ever put out.
Dude, I just
100%.
started a Loki rewatch. Oh my gosh. Oh my
Damn.
gosh. It's so
Damn.
good.
Bro's eating.
Well, because Reagan's never seen it. And we've been watching
yes.
through like some very specific stuff that we're watching to get ready for Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, we have to watch Loki. And so we started Loki, and even just that intro music, oh my gosh. It's one of my favorite themes in the MCU. It genuinely is. Like, it's probably top 5 MCU theme for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the scene from the second season finale. Oh my gosh, dude. It's called Glorious Purpose. If you need to,
Yes, Glorious Purpose.
if you need to elevate at any point, just go listen to that and think
For
about the
you,
end of that series.
for
Oh my
all of
gosh.
us. Oh my goodness.
So good. So good.
Golly, I love that show. I'm tearing up right now. Get us away from here.
Yeah, moving on. We also have another superhero show that just started coming out. We are 2 episodes deep in the new DCU show Lanterns, coming out on Sunday nights on HBO. So yeah, our initial reaction for the first 2 episodes, and then we'll get into it. Initial thoughts in 3, 2, 1.
That shit is fucking cinema.
Dude,
God, that shit is cinema.
Come on,
man.
baby.
That's so
Come
good.
on, baby.
I'm up, man. I'm up.
That shit is fantastic.
it's so good.
Yeah.
I was
You know what,
fucking locked in. I was so irritated we couldn't talk about this shit last week, bro. I
know,
wanted to fucking
I
rave
know.
about this shit.
God.
I think between the honestly at this point, like, just frick Peacemaker, because between this and the Penguin, oh my gosh, these are like
Yeah.
incredible shows that they're coming out with.
Yeah.
It's so good. The first thing I wanted to briefly touch on, I've heard some discourse about this. What do you guys think about the DCU's choice for how they determine like ratings and kind of tone for their projects? Because I saw some people who watched this and went, oh man, I was hoping this would be like, you know, a more lighthearted, fun show that I could watch with my
Oh,
kids,
wow.
because DC doesn't have a lot of that in their new universe. Like, they have more mature stuff right now than they do
Mhm.
accessible things. So I didn't even realize that this was a TVMA show, I don't think, until I heard people talk about it and was like, oh, okay, TVMA, great. So I guess, what do you guys think about that with DC's approach? I think we'd all like, we can kind of save the chat about it working for this show so far, because I think we all agree it's the right decision for the show so far.
Mhm.
But more just DC as a whole, like, it's just an interesting project to release this. You already have Peacemaker, Creature Commandos, Clayface is coming out, and the more like accessible stuff is just Superman and Supergirl, and that's pretty much it. So do you guys have any thoughts on
Yeah.
that, or see any of that discourse?
Well, I feel like we talked about this, either we did or it was a topic of conversation when Peacemaker was coming out, about, you know, how can somebody jump into this universe knowing they have to watch Peacemaker, and then getting to the big house scene, you know, from like episode 2 or something, where literally everybody's naked. But it is interesting. I guess I've never put a lot of thought into, they have nothing that's like just for kids or that's lighthearted or fun. It genuinely is all like, you know,
It's
Creature
really
Commandos,
just Superman.
Peacemaker, Lanterns, yeah, and then Penguin. Other than that, yeah, pretty much all is just Superman.
Right.
But like, is that an issue? You know, is that a problem? Can somebody who's taking their kid through the DC just watch the movies and be fine? Like, I guess that is something still to be determined.
Well, Jon Stewart's going to be in Man of Tomorrow. That's been confirmed.
Yeah. Yes. I did see that was confirmed. I
actually didn't.
Does it hinder it? I know, when I saw that off an interview on TikTok earlier this week, and I was like, oh my God, he's going to be in Man of Tomorrow. Oh, I'm so up. And then I was like, I feel like I remember hearing that. So
and Guy Gardner's going to be
like,
in the Lantern show at some point.
In Lantern show, yes. Which is crazy. I cannot see him fitting into this show at this point. That's kind of wild.
Well, I know where he's going to be. I think we all know where he's going to be. just what placement, I guess, just time
Well,
period wise.
yeah, because they've
Yeah.
been very specific about the
Sure.
role of Green Lantern and some of the specifics regarding that.
But
So,
yeah, does it hinder the DC? I don't know yet. I actually will refuse to give a stance on that because I think it's just time will tell. Do I think it's an issue though? No, because I'm 24 years old and I can watch it and enjoy it. So I love it. And I also think that's like more of your audience anyway. So
happy birthday, by the way.
no, yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, Ben never texted me.
I didn't even text.
Why did you both?
I didn't even text him after the fact. After I told you that I
tell
did.
you afterwards.
I thought it would be funny if I just said it randomly on here.
And
Yeah.
dude, and Aiden went with it too. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yo, y'all are fucked up. That's crazy.
But yeah, I do remember us talking about this a little bit with Peacemaker.
Can I ruin your day a little bit, Charlie?
What?
A notification just popped up on my phone.
Uh-oh.
Disney confirms that the Avengers Doomsday exclusive look that will be shown in Avengers Endgame Encore screenings are
It's only going to be
only
IMAX.
for IMAX and Infinity Vision certified screens.
Okay, wait. Well, I have an Infinity Vision certified screen. I have my Screen X is Infinity. At least that's what it says for Doomsday.
Okay,
'Cause
you
I
should
bought-
be fine. You should be fine.
I bought Infinity Vision tickets for after our trip when I go see it again when I come back home. So I just need them to drop the fucking tickets at my fucking theater. Like, what are they doing? I'm gonna look again because what the fuck are we doing?
I didn't realize that you had Infinity Vision, but
Yeah,
that's good. If you didn't, dude, I would feel so bad if you didn't.
even though
that'd be
I actually hate my Screen X theater so much. I'm never going to watch another movie in Screen X aside from this Infinity Vision bullshit. As long as I have to do that, I will do it. But like, I'm not.
Surely they don't have anything special for the Endgame Encore, but they will for Doomsday.
Special as in what? Like higher resolution side screens? Because that's what I fucking want.
No, I'm saying like I don't know if ScreenX was as much of a thing, so the Endgame Encore might just have nothing on the sides.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's true because a lot of movies, what they do, like, because they don't film for Screen X, they'll always just like go in and like digitally extend the screen or something, and then have that be the sides. But for Spider-Man, and this is why I thought Spider-Man was going to be better. Spider-Man, they did specifically film for Screen X, but no, I think it's just the quality of the projectors. Yeah. Why? Like, if you're going to do that, spend the money on good projectors. Have a good quality projector that's actually like as good as one that's displaying the main screen. Like, what are we doing? But even then, even if it was not PS2 quality, I don't think I'd still be into it. Like, it also just helps. It makes the theater a lot brighter, which kind of ruins it unless it's coming from like the main screen. Like, if there's a bright thing happening, I want it to be the main screen that's just like engulfing me and blinding me. I don't want it to be this two side screens, or sometimes I'm seeing the actual light coming off of the projectors. Like, That's just annoying. I don't want that.
Lanterns.
Yeah. Anyways,
so dumb.
No, I'll give my 2 cents on is this smart for DC?
Yes.
I guess they're unashamedly leaning into hey, we're greenlighting the projects that have finished scripts that we feel like are going to do really well. Obviously, we're all going to question the judgment of James Gunn and Peter Safran and whoever greenlit Supergirl and read that script and was like, oh yeah, we got to prioritize this movie. We're all going to look back and say, what were they smoking when they read that script? Like, what are we doing? And I think the other camp that we've all expressed being in before is, where is Wonder Woman? Where is Batman? I think that's the bigger thing for me. I'm perfectly happy getting an amazing show about the Penguin. I'm perfectly happy getting this great show for Lanterns. I'm happy with all of that. I think we need the other side of that, though. Like, yeah, I'm excited for Clayface too, and all of this mature content. Like, yeah, I'm 23. I'm not quite as old as the other gents on the call, but I still can enjoy all of that content just fine.
I'm about to turn Aiden's age. Less than a month.
Hey, I've
I'm
got some
older.
time.
Oh, yeah, no, Charlie's old. I was like, yo, what? Don't blow my mind.
No, you're not.
Okay, yeah, Ben
Charlie,
is.
bro. Charlie.
I was like, yo, what?
he's
Oh my
pushing
God.
30.
I'm not even okay. I'm about to be 26.
That's crazy.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
yeah,
how are those COVID restrictions at graduation, pussies? Just kidding. I'm kidding.
I didn't have a graduation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Keep yapping away about whatever your lantern's fucking glaze is, bro.
I'm happy to get these awesome shows, and the tones that we're getting, I think, works for the given shows. But at the same time, yes, we should have more like, here's your Superman, here's your Batman, here's your Wonder Woman at a more accessible level. We absolutely should have both. And right now, we're leaning more towards one side than the other. And
The People versus Gorilla Grodd.
oh my gosh.
I don't know about you. I'm bugging here.
I'm gonna bite
Just
my
kidding.
tongue for now on.
I'm also gonna
I'm
bite
totally kidding.
Yeah, like I'm gonna bite my tongue. I don't know because I
Hold
I
on.
had a
No,
lot to say
no,
about
no,
Lanterns
no.
too.
Stop.
I had
No,
stuff to say
stop.
about
No,
Lanterns.
no. I hear what you're saying.
All right.
I hear what you're saying, but no, like legitimately think about this shit. Okay, even if The People versus Gorilla Grodd is good, okay, I still give me a Flash TV show instead of The People
Yeah.
versus Gorilla Grodd. Like, what are we talking about? Like, it's just the
Okay.
content of the show. Like, sure, the show could be good. Lanterns is good, but I have still preferred to have the Green Lantern like movie. Yeah, probably.
I
But
don't
this
think
is
I
good.
would've.
After just two episodes, you already ready to say that?
If we're getting Jon Stewart in the Justice League, yes, give me as much time as possible to build him up and make me fall in love with him as a character in this TV show. I'd much rather that than just giving me a Green Lantern movie like right off rip, just dropping me into Green Lantern. You can do that with Superman
Didn't you
and
just
Flash.
say? Didn't you just not 20 minutes ago? We're saying having Doctor Doom be the villain all of a sudden, not needing build up to him is fine.
That's so
why do
different.
we need
That's
that
so
for a Green
different.
Lantern? Why do we need that for a Green Lantern character?
I'm saying
a person
you
who's
would
part of
prefer
a
less time
galactic
spent.
police force.
you would
corps.
prefer less time spent with a character that's going to be a part of the Justice League. If you had it your way, you would prefer that reduced down to 2.5 hours rather than a whole TV show? How does that make any sense?
I mean, of course, I love time with the character, but it's just the quality of what that character is getting. Like, sure, it is cool. I'm not diminishing anything that he's gone through so far. Just these two episodes, like it's cool to see him walk around and have a live bird conjured just to see how powerful he is. Okay, and like that's something that you can only do in a TV show. Yes, but like you can show him be powerful in other ways in a movie as well that are probably.
But does it resonate as
Equally
hard
captivating.
as it does spending 8 hours, 9 hours with him and Hal Jordan, and then eventually maybe seeing him as his own character or how that develops? Like, I don't know. Whenever you look at it like that, rather than why are we getting a Lantern show and not a freaking Green Lantern movie? Like, all right, I don't know. I would much prefer this direction. At least when it came to Green Lantern and this structure versus that structure.
Sure, and I
for
think the
Green
structure is
Lantern.
great, and I do want to say like I'm fine with it, but again, I think I'd prefer a movie. I think that there's ways to do that and
That's
make
crazy.
that. I don't think how is that crazy? So you wanted a Spider-Man TV show? You wanted a Tom Holland Spider-Man TV show instead of a fucking Tom Holland Spider-Man movie?
I would love
instead
a Tom
of
Holland Spider-Man
not
TV
both.
show.
Instead of.
That's so unfair. That's so unfair.
Where's the Green Lantern movie? Aiden?
Because it's already
Where's the Green
out.
Lantern movie?
Because it's the Tom Holland Spider-Man, the whole trilogy that we have plus an extra movie is already out. For you to say,
how are we gonna get that for Green
TV
Lantern?
show?
Yeah, we're gonna get a season 2 of Lanterns before we get a fucking Green Lantern movie. I promise you.
No, we've actually had this discussion
okay
before.
with that.
And
That's insane.
And yes, I would enjoy more time with the character. If that is a TV show, like it depends on the structure. It depends on what awards. You can't just say, "Oh yeah, would you want this character in a TV show or a movie?" It's like I don't. It depends on the story that's being told. Okay, maybe we can. Find
I
more
don't
down
even
there. It
agree with
depends on the
that.
story that's
I
being
don't
told.
think. I
Well,
truthfully
in the
I think you can just figure out depending on who the character is. I feel like you can totally vibe check if it would work better as a show or a movie. Like Penguin movie versus Penguin TV show. Penguin TV
okay,
show.
yeah, that's fair. I'll give
Spider
you that.
Noir
Penguin's a-
movie versus Spider Noir TV show.
Are you so you're saying looking at Green Lantern, it's obviously TV show material?
I think it could go either way. But I think
it
it's better as
leans
a
more
TV show.
Yeah, I think it
Mhm.
leans more TV show.
All right, you guys are fucking.
I'm
chopped
just
in the
totally
brain,
vibe
bro.
checking.
Yeah,
But there's
you
other
guys- your
characters, like,
brains are chopped
obviously-
up.
Batman movie. Like that's just obvious.
But I'd love a Batman TV show too. Like it's more time with the character. Again, they would never do a Tom Holland Spider-Man live action TV show, but I'd love it if they did.
I want
and
those
it
to
had
be
the same
cinematic
quality.
events. I don't want to just turn on Disney Plus and watch a Tom Holland Spider-Man show.
What's the difference there, though? Why
don't
do
think
you feel
so.
like that for
me,
Spider-Man,
it's
but for
time.
Green Lantern, you're fine with that? That's what I don't get.
For me, it's
Bro,
time. This is a
bro,
different
bro,
conversation with Ben.
Spider-Man is like probably one of, if not the best superheroes ever
I
created.
1000%
Talking about
agree with you.
Green Lantern, like
It's
it's not even close.
All right, bro. All right, bro.
It's just not
Green-
even
they-
comparable.
Well, no, there's a conversation to be had there.
No, yeah.
because John Stewart's Green Lantern and Green Lantern as a character himself is not as popular at all
Yeah,
as
it's not as popular.
a Superman or a Spider-Man or a Batman, which is working better as a big movie, a big cinematic, throw 200, 300 mil at this movie. It would work better here where we're getting more time to sit with him and learn more about the lore and learn more about the character himself
So
before
when
we
we-
get to see him in a movie.
When we bring up the popularity thing,
I will actually agree
are,
with that, Ben. Yes.
Are we saying it's better to do it like this because there wouldn't be the return on investment in a movie because people wouldn't show up to see it? Is that where we're going?
No, but
I
my
think that's a
main
fair
point
assumption
is-
to make, but I think for me it's in terms of building the character up. Superman you can just throw into a movie and expect a good turnout if you want to break down the box office side of it, but even just as a cinematic universe, this character is being put in is starting off and kicking off our universe, or this movie we're putting in to fit into the bigger story. Yes, Superman you can do that with. Supergirl, sure, you can do that with. I mean, they obviously did. Green Lantern, I don't know. In terms of popularity for me, I think sometimes it just works better as a show. To Ben's point, the Penguin.
I don't think the Penguin is comparable at all. We're talking about a fucking side villain. He's not even a main Batman villain. He's a side Batman villain getting a TV show. That
Exactly.
makes
So why
fucking
would you give
sense.
him? Why would
That
you give
makes
him
sense. Green Lantern is not a fucking side. No, he's a
brother?
fucking
would
core
argue-
member of
no,
the
it's-
Justice
argue-
League.
It's fine.
in
Go
the
ahead, Ben.
public in the eye of the public, I would argue that Green Lantern is a side
They
character.
are the same as bro. Yes.
Okay,
Green
so again,
Lantern does not have that motion, Charlie. I'm sorry.
So I
Like,
ask about. So I
that's
asked the
what you need to
popularity
hear.
question again. So are you saying that are you guys bringing that up to say that like there would not be a return on investment in terms of people going to the theater to see that
It's
movie?
not about like box office or return on investment. It's a return on investment story wise and like characters or people falling in love with the characters or enjoying that character. Yes, but in terms of like box office or numbers, no, that's not the discussion at all. At least not for me. I am talking
That can
about
be part of
you
it, though,
cannot.
to be
It
honest.
can be part of it for sure. Like you can look at it that way. That's not my point though. Whenever I say that this would work better as a TV show than it would as a movie because of the character and because like a Flash movie, yes, sure. That I think that would be fine, even though that I could argue TV show as well. But like Green Lantern, yeah, no, I don't think you could drop a Green Lantern movie and it makes sense in your cinematic universe just because the character, I feel like we need a lot more time with him because he has not had a good rap in the past 15 years. And even when even 15 years ago when the movie came out, it still wasn't a good rap. But there's just been a lot of damage done to the character. You build him up this way, I think it works perfectly.
I just can't really imagine these exact characters played by these exact actors I can't imagine you making this as a movie. Excuse
Oh,
me.
he's
What?
crying.
Holy crap.
Bro, Ben, don't get emotional, man. It's okay. I actually agree,
could you
because
not
bro,
see it as a
Charlie,
movie, though?
we
That's
have
insane.
gotten a movie's length of time, and you said this shit earlier. After 2 episodes, yeah, that's the length of a movie. What are you like? What are you talking
Well,
about?
hold on.
After
It's not
2
the. I'm not
episodes?
talking about the length. I'm just talking about the places that we can go in a movie as opposed to this TV show. What's allotted in the budget, et cetera, et cetera. And look, this is not a complaint, and because I'm sure there's more to see as we go, but like we've seen space one time of a space-based cop galactic fucking
Goodness.
peacekeeping corps. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Goodness.
Like, what are we talking about, man? Listen,
I don't think
again,
this guy likes the show so far.
again,
He's-
it's not a complaint.
That's
It's not a
crazy.
complaint. I'm saying it's not a complaint, but I'm just saying we'd get a lot more of that if it had the budget that a movie is allotted. It's that simple, man. It's that fucking simple. Like, who's
So
to
then
say
what's
we could
more- what's
like
more
we could have
important
them?
to
No,
you,
no, 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 no! Shut your fucking
storytelling,
mouth! Shut your
or
fucking
just put
mouth!
him in
I'm
space?
fucking speaking.
Put
Shut
him
your
in
fucking
space.
mouth! Shut that
$200
fucking mouth right now!
million.
Okay,
$200
imagine,
million, throw him in space.
Aaron Pierre.
Fuck
Imagine
the
Jon
show.
Stewart is being fucking
Jesus
trained
Christ.
by Hal Jordan up in
Oh
space,
my
and they're doing
God.
fucking space shit. Imagine that.
Bro, you literally just said, fuck the 9 hours of storytelling, just put him in space with a $200 million budget. What the fuck is your argument?
What?
That's insane, Charlie.
Hold, that
You
is
have not
crazy straw man. That is a crazy straw man. What the
You
fuck?
literally just said, imagine all the crazy shit you could do with the budget, putting them in space. The TV show hasn't allowed for it. We're in space after 2 episodes, first off. And
For
that's
1
the
second.
basis. That's the basis of your argument. We could be in space doing space shit. Intergalactic police, the Green Lantern Corps, with the movie budget. You're taking that over 9 hours of telling a story, like, and if that story happens to be in space,
You understand that
I
your
mean-
argument just okay, why don't you want a TV show for every fucking character then? That doesn't make sense. Why
because not every character needs a TV show. That's
but
what
it's
I'm saying.
9 hours of
Captain America-
storytelling potential, Aiden. It's 9
Chris,
hours of potential storytelling with Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, Superman, Batman. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. That's
And
what you're
we have
saying.
TV shows, and we have TV shows of fucking all of those characters that you just named off in an animated sense.
Fucking
in an animated
shit.
sense.
Holy
There
shit.
you go. There's your time, and then you
No.
have your movies for the cinematic universe. What the fuck does cinema mean? The movie theater. Okay, your cinematic universe.
Is this
That's-
not in the
that's
is this
how-
not in the DCU? Is Lanterns not in the DCU?
What? Oh, what fucking sense does it make to have 20 like 3-season long television 23 season long television shows of every single character? That does not make sense. That's not that's not my argument. Oh, we just need more time. With Jon Stewart's Green Lantern stepping into the DCU for the first time, yes, we need as much time as possible, and it works better in a TV show. You can't just throw him in a movie. For Superman, yes, you can put him in a movie because it makes more sense because of the popularity of the character. It makes more sense for your cinematic universe. You are arguing you can do cool space shit with a $200 million budget. Blah blah blah. It's completely different. It's completely different, and I think for Jon Stewart stepping into this universe, it works better as a TV show.
I would liken Thor to Green Lantern in terms of both popularity and just like copycat of a character. Like they're other than like the god powers that Thor has, but like so Thor. Why does Thor get movies then? Why does a character like Thor get his own movies?
This is a completely different argument. You're talking about a completely different state.
Hold
that
on.
the MCU was
Okay,
in
hold
a
on.
long time
Okay, yes,
ago.
that's a fair point. But why can we bring up Penguin as a fucking point to support your guys' bullshit, but I can't bring up fucking Thor? What are we talking about?
I don't know that we.
What do you-
like? Penguin was just brought up to be like, yeah, some things work better as a show. Like it's more.
It's fucking Penguin. Of course, Penguin works better as a fucking show. Penguin is a nothing character. He's a nothing character.
Vision Quest show that we're getting. Yes, I don't want.
And
a
where did
Vision
Vision
movie.
debut?
Vision Quest.
And where did
makes
Vision
more sense.
debut?
Age of Ultron,
Brother.
And where has he shown up multiple times after that?
In movies,
In
is
fucking
Vision
movies.
Okay, is Vision a big enough character now because of his little appearances in movies to get his own movie? Because that's what you're, if that's what you're arguing, could Vision get his movie right now and it makes sense to fit alongside Black Panther, Ghost Rider, X-Men? Would you want a Vision movie then? If to fit your argument, would a Vision movie be fine? Because you're essentially saying, oh, his little debuts and little 30-minute cameos or whatever in these movies warrants him to get a big movie right now and not a TV show. So yeah, would it make sense to put him as a movie?
I think
That's what we're saying with
I actually wholeheartedly think that they can make that compelling.
Holy fucking shit.
I actually wholeheartedly think they can make it compelling. Listen to me. What they're already talking about with Vision Quest, the idea of Ultron having been in Vision's head this entire time, you can easily put that in a movie as well and have that be a compelling. Oh, I don't know how Vision Quest is going to play out, but I found out Ultron's in my head and he's been fucking weaseling his way out or whatever the fuck's going to happen in that show. Like, yes, I think that it'd be possible to make that into a fucking movie. Yes. Like,
yeah, of course it's possible. Does it make sense to fit in the MCU? Does it make sense to fit alongside all of those other big movies? What the fuck does that mean?
Okay, Eternals didn't make sense to fit in the fucking MCU, yet they still got a fucking movie.
Yeah, and it should have been a TV show.
It should have been a show.
Day one.
Arguably, Shang-Chi doesn't fit into the MCU. So Shang-Chi should have got a TV show?
That's crazy. It does. It fits perfectly.
Okay, I think
how after no, shut the fuck up. After Shang-Chi came out, what do you mean? Shang-Chi has nothing to do with where the MCU is right now. Absolutely fucking nothing. How the fuck can you say that Shang-Chi has a place in the MCU other than the fact that he's about to be in fucking Doomsday? That's the only reason the Shang-Chi movie it fucking exists. So how the fuck can you say Shang-Chi wouldn't be better as a fucking TV show instead of a fucking movie? That doesn't make sense. That's what your argument is.
That's not what my argument is. That might be what Aiden's saying. But for me personally, when we say that something makes more sense as a TV show versus a movie, we're talking about servicing that singular pocket of a story. Yes, it has some implications on the bigger universe, but Shang-Chi worked and could tell the story of its own movie as a movie. Eternals needed to be more fleshed out. Way too many characters. It already was a long movie. It would have worked telling a similar story or the same story as a TV show to actually flesh out that whole timeline. We're jumping between time periods. There's a lot of content to handle. Story-wise, that would work better as a TV show. I'm not saying like how it fits into the MCU, it works better as a movie versus a TV show. I'm simply saying the story in and of itself. And for me, when I look at what they're doing with Lanterns, this story, this very grounded story that doesn't have as much space stuff, but is very personal. It's about the relationship between Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. That very grounded, gritty tone of a story, that works better as a TV show than it does a movie. It just does. And it doesn't have, for me, it's not about how it fits into the grander DC universe at this point. It's how do you service this specific story? And I think some things make more sense as a movie. Some things makes more sense as a TV show. Shang-Chi works perfectly as a movie, even though, yeah, big picture, we haven't paid off anything that was set up in that movie. Eternals, you turn that into a TV show, you can elevate the story a lot better.
Right. Okay. We're at that point. We're talking about you're talking about movies that have already come out. We know the exact story for them. The Green Lantern. My argument isn't even like making this story specifically into a movie. I'm just saying having a Green Lantern movie would be cooler in my mind than this. Just cooler. Like, I mean, sure. I'm not even disagreeing with the stance that like from a writing perspective, you can do more. Yeah, of course you can do more. There's fucking 9 episodes or whatever the fuck this show's going to be. Of course you can do more. But like a movie, I don't think that it would, obviously depends on who you get to write it and whatnot. I don't think it automatically means you're doing a disservice to the character because you have less time to do with it. Like it's been happening for fucking years. We can have a new character show up in a fucking movie and have it be compelling and have it be something that people want to come back and see again. Like I don't think that's that crazy to say is all like,
yeah,
that's a totally doable thing.
I'm not also advocating that, because it's a show, it's more content, so it's obviously better. I'm not saying that. But if you ask me, what would I rather have, a high quality full season of a Lantern show or a high quality Green Lantern movie? I'm taking a Lantern show. But for other things, I'm taking
coming from the person that says the MCU never should have done TV shows. That's fucking insane. That's fucking insane.
That doesn't mean there isn't a time and place to do TV shows, but also the thing about the MCU, because I'm more of an MCU guy than a DC guy, obviously, I think all of us are at this point. The things that I would want to come from Marvel are high enough quality and have a big enough draw that, of course, I want them to be movies. But like, there are still things that I want to be TV shows. I don't want a Daredevil movie. I want Daredevil to keep having his own season of television. I would rather have a Ghost Rider movie, Black Panther 3, Avengers, Spider-Man. Those are all, give me movies. Ghost Rider should have a movie. Those are all movies. Give me those movies. That's what I want. So I think it's just different because of just like being at a different point in, I guess, the fandom of each of these things. Like, yeah, I stand by what I said about the MCU, but the MCU also was basically giving us like movie-esque, or like the tone of movie-esque content in their shows. Lanterns is a vastly different tone than Superman. Like, it's still a part of the same universe, but it's its own unique thing. Same thing with the Penguin. I think it's great that they can have that uniqueness, and I honestly wish that the MCU would do that more often. Honestly, Daredevil is like probably the closest that they've come to like really veering off and being more mature with certain things. And I wish that they would embrace that more often. I just think there's a time and a place for everything. But more often than not with Marvel, if we're getting the movies that I really care about, or the characters that I really care about, those are more often than not, I want them to be movies. And the same can be said for a lot of characters in the DC universe. Like Superman should be a movie. Supergirl, as much as we say it was mid, should be a movie. Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Justice League, Aquaman. Like, there's so many characters where like you're like, yeah, that should be a movie. But for some of these, I'm like, okay, we have a grounded, more mature take on Green Lantern. TV show sounds great. I'm in for it.
I don't think I would get 2 episodes in and be like, I'd rather a movie. Like, that's my argument. I don't think I can get, and that's coming from someone that didn't really care for this show, didn't have any like draw to this show at all. Sitting through those first 2 episodes, I am not, and I think it's crazy to be on the stance of, I think this should be a movie. I would rather a movie over this. I wouldn't sit through a Penguin TV show and be like, I would rather this be a movie. What's funny is, Ben, we actually had you make this argument of, you were like, if the MCU just completely got rid of shows, you were like, yeah, you can make Loki a movie. And I'm like, it wouldn't be as good. Loki needs to be a TV show. And you're like,
we're
getting rid of all the shows.
Oh my God. You see this shit, bro? You see this shit I'm working with right now? Holy fucking shit, bro.
Yes.
I'm watching. Dude, I'm watching
Flopper McGee over here, bro. 2 weeks ago, I don't think I can ever get back up to the hype of the fucking MCU. I fucking love Doomsday, boy. I'm fucking hyped for that shit. What the fuck are we talking about, man?
I grow.
Holy fuck, man.
Dude, he's a grower.
I've seen the light. But no,
that's ridiculous.
Like, I'm watching Loki right now, and I'm like, yeah, I want it as a show. Like,
holy shit.
Yeah. And
that's
Charlie,
my argument.
Charlie, you're right that there could be a world where there's a really good Green Lantern movie. Like, there's no denying that. But and I think in recent years we've seen that, like, you could turn anything into a really good movie, and you could turn anything into a really good show. It all just has to do with how it's made. But I don't sit here watching Lanterns and have any semblance of a thought of like, oh my gosh, I wish that this was just a movie. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm so glad this is a show.
Yeah. And I guess that there really is no true way to sit there and be like, no, this should be a movie. This should be a TV show. Or that should have been a movie. That should have been a TV show. You have your cases like the Eternals. Yes. But I think like the argument, we're just arguing hypotheticals. We're just arguing fucking box office numbers that are going to never come and see the light, right? That's essentially what we're arguing here. But I will push back heavily on after these first 2 episodes, I am glad and I am all for this being a TV show. Especially as it fits into the wider DCU. Like if Jon Stewart's now going to turn around and show up in Man of Tomorrow, or even have a role similar to Mr. Terrific in Man of Tomorrow, it's going to make the movie that much better for me. I'm going to love it that much more because I've gotten to spend 9 hours with him as opposed to 2. But again, we're going back to arguing hypotheticals. So yeah, I just can't see that vision that you're seeing. Now, Gorilla Grodd, where you'd rather have a Flash movie and not a Gorilla Grodd TV show, cool. Yeah, I don't know why we need that, but I am going to refrain from talking about it because I said the same thing about Lanterns, and
I know it gets to a point like.
Well, here's the thing: the only reason
where is Wonder Woman? Like,
I get it. I get it. The only hope that I'm trying to hold out is that if we're building up to, and I saw this video, and this video completely opened my eyes. If we're building up to a Legion of Doom, right? Like our Justice League versus Legion of Doom. And the first time you see them on screen, or first time you see them fighting the Justice League, is because they've been built up through these shows. That why are we getting Lanterns? Why are we getting, or not Lanterns, because Jon Stewart, obviously, but like, why are we getting People versus Grodd? It's like, well, if they set up Gorilla Grodd in a way for him to, step into the Legion of Doom, you have Lex Luthor, you have the Creature Commandos, you have Lanterns. I mean, that's my, cope with it. My cope with getting these TV shows that feel like we shouldn't be getting them, or that feel like you can do a Flash movie, people are going to pop out. You can do a Wonder Woman movie, people are going to pop out. You can 100,000% do a Batman movie, people are going to pop out. You can't do a Gorilla Grodd movie,
a Superman movie at this point.
A second Superman movie, yeah.
I think a Batman movie. I mean, maybe it wouldn't because of the Batman being in competition with it, but I think there's a world where a new Batman movie for the DCU is more successful than Superman.
At least Wonder Woman or Flash, we definitely need on the horizon. But
we're probably getting a Wonder Woman announcement at some point in the next year.
Yeah,
just given what we all think is happening.
Some people think Adria Arjona, somebody said that she's playing Maxima, but some people think that that's just like a misdirect and that she's actually playing Wonder Woman. I don't know.
Yeah. If she's playing Wonder Woman, then obviously I think we'll get an announcement sometime next year.
For a Gorilla Grodd, for a and this is actually the picture that he had pulled up. For a Gorilla Grodd, and then you have Brainiac and Lex Luthor, Sinestro, and then whoever else you want to throw in there. For those purposes, I can see why we would be doing a Grodd versus the People movie. That's at least my cope. That is what I'm saying is my cope right now, and is why I'm going to keep my mouth shut on the DCU and their TV shows, because I do think that that's a cool way to look at maybe what their buildup is, or maybe what they could be aiming for or building up to. Justice League versus the Legion of Doom, or yada yada. But that is why I will bite my tongue on.
Well, even if that's the case, though, it's just like you're not doing anything to build up the heroes that are supposed to fight that, though. So it's like, okay, if Gorilla Grodd versus if the People versus Gorilla Grodd is a thing to set up Gorilla Grodd, why? Like, I mean, I've seen this sentiment, in the finale, they pull somebody to the stand and it's, my name's Barry Allen. Like, okay, but that's not setting up the Flash. Like, you just told me some guy's name is Barry Allen. Like, that would be cool and it'd be a pop moment for sure. But like, so what? This show just sets up Gorilla Grodd. Then where does Flash pop up next? Then do we get a Flash TV show announcement?
I think that's where like you can build up the villains in these TV shows, right? Or these longer drawn out, pieces of content Whereas you can put a Flash movie out there, right? You can announce a Flash movie's coming in 2028 and start filming it soon. Same thing with Wonder Woman. Same thing with Batman, like we've been talking about. You can do those in movies. It's hard to get somebody to pop out to a Gorilla Grodd movie, right? So put them in a TV show, build them up in a TV show. Supergirl, I'm not sure. I don't really know where that fits unless she is going to be part of the Justice League. But Sinestro or Atrocitus, right? Whoever is in Green Lantern, a Manhunter that could pop up in the Legion of Doom, right? Or somebody that you build up here. And for this, honestly, I'm counting Jon Stewart. You build Jon Stewart up here. You got Superman, you got Supergirl, and then you announce a Flash, Wonder Woman, or in a Batman movie, or 2 out of those 3. And you use Gorilla Grodd, and Lex Luthor has shown up a couple of times, and you got whoever's going to be a villain here or a villain in a different TV show. I can see that as a reason to have a Grodd versus the People TV show to build up to your next Justice League movie. But I think to answer your question, with the heroes, it's as simple as just greenlighting something, getting the news rolling on that, or getting some filming or some script writing started on a Wonder Woman or a Flash or a Batman.
Yeah.
Brave in the Bull.
With Andy Machete.
Yeah. Time
like
to
I
bring the hype all the way back down.
I hear that, but like also at the same time, there's the conversation of like the carryover from these TV shows to people going to watch the movie. Like then we get back into the conversation of like the MCU doing quantity over quality, because like, so you're asking people to get HBO Max to go watch these TV shows just so they can fully understand the movies that you're then asking them to go watch as well. Like, I think that's at that point, starting a universe like that is not a great thing to do. Like when we were talking about this with Peacemaker, totally different conversation, because Peacemaker, at least as far as we know, even now, knew back then and now, Peacemaker's not really going to be a part of the movies going forward. Like he's just going to do his own thing, and he's trapped on Earth 2 or whatever. So like that's a different thing. But now we're getting into Lanterns, and we're talking about Jon Stewart and him being the next Green Lantern, taking away from Guy Gardner in the future, yada, yada, yada. And then also whatever happens in Gorilla Grodd, if you're right, they're setting up Legion of Doom. If I'm a regular audience viewer and I get to Justice League and who the fuck are these Legion of Doom guys? Like, then it's like, I found out I got to watch this fucking Gorilla Law show. What the fuck? What are we talking about?
I mean, that's a fair point. It just goes back to the conversation of like TV shows and movies, or I don't know. You have the MCU that did the great buildup of just straight movies all the way up to Endgame, from Iron Man to Endgame, and like how that worked and how that went perfect. And then you now hit a new age where it seems like there's new superhero TV shows that tie into their universes every couple months. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah,
I don't know.
It's something to be said. I mean, I like your point. It's just frustrating.
It's just like obviously Marvel's in a different place than DC, but it is just the memes are not just funny, they're a little bit poignant. Like Marvel's out here making $2 billion with Spider-Man, and in that same time, DC's announcing proudly Gorilla Grodd versus the people versus Gorilla Grodd. And like, I don't know, we make all the jokes about how bad Supergirl was, and like, if Man of Tomorrow doesn't perform well, where is Warner Brothers, or I guess Paramount at that time, or soon to be Paramount at that time, are they just, surely they don't just throw away DC altogether? Like there's money to be made, Batman, Superman, etc. But like, where does that leave the DCU? I just think that like James Gunn, I get it. He's very like auteur, if I'm using that word correctly, and he wants to do like these outside the box things. Like that's what he did at Marvel with Guardians. He wants to do these different things, but like, not that there's a clear-cut way to do these things necessarily, which I guess in saying that kind of excuses what he's doing. But I do think that there's a somewhat of a blueprint to follow. And this does not seem like it. Creature Commandos does not seem like it. Peacemaker season 2 right now does not seem like it, especially with how mid that season was. And The People versus Gorilla Grodd does not seem like it. So, and Supergirl being the second movie doesn't seem like it.
Yeah. Anyways, Lanterns. Talking about the actual show, it's great. It's Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan is like, I mean, I knew he would be like good, charismatic casting, but it's like he's really good.
Yeah, he's freaking destroying it right now. I'm loving every second of Kyle Chandler on my screen. I think Jon Stewart's also doing phenomenal. I love the true detective-ness of it all. If there were ever a time to watch season 1 of True Detective, it would be now. I mean, dude, it is just like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. And I feel like watching that has heightened the dynamic in this show, and them pulling off of that for this show has been very entertaining. So I'm loving the buddy cop. I'm waiting for Hal to stop being a cocky little shit and finally just like tell John he's him. Like, but yeah, it's been very charming, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I love the show. Not to bring it back up, but like I am acknowledging like that this is a great show, and I love episodes 1 and 2, and I'm not complaining about the show in any way, shape, or form. I just do think that there was a way to make this a movie. Obviously, I agree that this storyline that they're shelling out so far, of course this works better as a TV show. It was fucking written that way. Of course it's going to be better as a TV show. But I'm just saying it was possible to make it a fucking movie. I'm not shitting on the show whatsoever. I'm not coming out of this show being like, fuck, I wish this was a movie instead. That was a misrepresentation of my argument. I'm not letting that shit stand. That's not what the fuck I'm saying. I think this show is fucking great.
We moved on from that.
Shut the fuck up. No, we were not ending that fucking shit on, oh, Charlie wants this to be a fucking movie. He didn't know. No. I'm just saying there's a way to make this a movie. Especially just like this, I don't want to say waters down the Green Lantern Corps, but like, it just kind of makes it look smaller. Like, I don't know, when you just leave it on Earth, and like you just don't do a lot of the spacefaringness. But again, we could see more of that. I'm speaking very early on. It's episode 2, but also that's to say, like, we're hyping up episode up to episode 2 so far. Who's to say the show doesn't drop off a cliff after this point? Yeah, that's happened before. Happened with X-Men 97, season 2. But anyway.
People who have seen more of the show have had very high praise. Like, I think the people who got to see it early got to see through episode 7 of, I think, 8 total. Like, I think they very intentionally didn't want to show them. Like,
they said that about Peacemaker season 2 as well. So,
well, I mean, do you think that this is better than Peacemaker season 2 so far?
I don't remember the beginning of Peacemaker season 2. Truthfully. I try to block out that show, but
it is. Just say yes, it is.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
You don't have to pretend. You don't have to like die on that hill, Charlie. It's okay. We're not fighting. Don't worry. It's okay.
Holy shit, man. Holy shit. I can't believe I do a podcast with these fucking guys. Yes, the show is fantastic. I think Aaron Pierre is great as Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart's my favorite Green Lantern, so I was itching and hoping that we would get Jon Stewart. So obviously, like, when those announcements came, like, that was fantastic for me. And I like that Hal is an older, grizzled Hal, and I like that even at the end of this episode, there's a little bit of a tease as to, like, Hal is on his way out the door, whether he likes it or not. Like, Sinestro's like, that's your second, the Manhunters are your second biggest threat you're facing right now. So tell me about Jon Stewart. I loved that. I thought that was great. And because that's what it is for Hal. Like, Hal's noticing, and like it makes him insecure. If anything, he's noticing just how great John is with the ring, without the ring, keeping a living thing alive while being tortured mentally and physically and everything like that. And that bird still survived it all. Hal's seeing that, but he's just wanting to ignore it and not give him props for it because like Hal's not ready to give it up yet. As much as he's like beaten down by the job and like he doesn't like wearing the suit and he complains about it all the time, like he has found purpose with it, definitely, compared to like his life before. And I think that he is unwilling to let that go yet. And so I'm very excited to see his character arc for the rest of the season and what eventually leads to that point of him. Well, actually, it seems like maybe not giving it up, because even in that 10-year time jump at the end of episode 1, the ring, John and what's the cop lady's name? Carrie Kane. They assume that he has the ring, but he doesn't have the ring. And it's gone. And I can assume, since it's 2026, we can assume that Guy Gardner has it. But so John doesn't get that ring for a long, long time. And it's very, but the relationship has grown enough. And I didn't notice this while I was watching. Did you guys notice that he shed a tear while you guys were watching it?
No, not while watching it.
I did.
I didn't see that while watching it.
Maybe my TV is nice.
I was gonna say Ben just has a crazy TV, maybe. But so they were close enough for John to want to cry after that. So however the relationship ends, it seems like they end on good terms. So there's a lot of questions here, and this truthfully, it does make me want to watch True Detective. If True Detective has the sauce that this has, like, all right, man, I'm low key
more, even more, dude.
Even more.
True Detective fucking mogs this show, but yes, I mean the atmosphere is the same.
Even after 2 episodes, it mogs, like 2 episodes versus 2 episodes.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, so I mean, I don't know. Brandon wasn't as hooked, and I know for me, after the first episode, I was like, all right, and then after the second one, I was like, well, I'm 2 in, like I might as well finish this out. And then the rest of the show is like 10 out of 10. But it's just, I wonder if that's just the slowness of like any show like that, that the slowness can kind of be off-putting a little bit, or if that truly is like the first 2 episodes are bad. But I felt the same way. But looking back, I'm like, yeah, I mean, that show is genuine 10 out of 10. So yeah.
How do you guys feel about them showing us what they did at the end of episode 1? And like, we kind of talked about this with The Last of Us, because they do something similar in season 2, where you see Joel's death and then you kind of go back and you fill in some of the blanks.
Oh,
and that's akin to what we're doing here. And I was very critical of that approach for The Last of Us. So what do you guys think about that so far, only being 2 episodes in?
So far, there's
Go ahead.
So far, there's nothing that Hal is doing that like leads me to just be like, oh, I mean, it doesn't really matter because he dies in the end, which I think is what would detract from that for me. If anything, I do think that it's going to make their relationship a bit more tragic to me if they do end up coming to some sort of like grand kinship or something like that. I think that that's just going to make it feel more palpable and powerful. But yeah,
I think this is the true detectiveness of it all, and that is telling your story through different time periods. And that's what makes True Detective so amazing to me, because that adds so much to True Detective season 1, where you're bouncing around time periods, and it's like, what is actually happening here, and how do we get here from here? And it's something that just keeps you drawn in the entire show, where you're like, dude, if I could look this up right now, because it's like eating at me to figure out why this is the way it is, or why we're telling this story in this structure. And that is what makes True Detective so amazing, honestly, for me, throughout the first half of the season. And it's the same thing here, where you're like, okay, we've jumped here, we've seen this, and now it's just kind of adding a shade over the entire season. where they're just like, yep, this thing has happened. And I'll catch myself being like, oh my gosh, yeah, we did jump to the present and see that Hal's dead and Jon Stewart has just found him dead. I'll just snap into that sometimes and be like, damn, that did happen. So for me, I think it adds a level of intrigue for me. It adds a level of keeping me hooked and interested. Every Sunday, I'm just waiting for lanterns because it gets me closer and closer to figuring out what that is that I saw in episode 1 and why the story is being told in the way that it is. And so I think that aspect is really fascinating, and I don't think it's hurting anything. I don't think I would compare it to like a Last of Us season 2. I actually think it's done a lot better, but also a lot different. And I think it's done for a different reason as well. But yes, True Detective, that is the element. And if they do it the way True Detective is done, I think that would be really cool.
Because I was also going to say that, like, also for this show, the way they've done it, it really adds to the element of the detective showness of it. Because, like, he's dead, yeah, but I don't know who killed him, and I don't know why they killed him, and how they killed him, how they got one over on him. Like, those are 3 questions right there that makes me want to continue watching the show. If anything, it helps me want to continue,
Right.
as opposed to The Last of Us. I know who killed him. I don't know why. That's the only I think that's the only thing. I don't know why, and I do know how. So, like, the only question there is why, and they don't even answer it in that season. So, like, it's just like a, as Aiden said, I don't necessarily want to compare it to that, but I do get the comparison that you're bringing up, Benjamin. But I think overall this is just, it leans into the setup of this show way better than it does The Last of Us, and just the way that they did it in this show also just works way better for keeping viewer retention and engagement, and wanting to keep having people come back week to week, because I was counting down the days till episode 2.
God, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I think a piece of it for me is when Joel's death happened, it's supposed to be a very shock moment. And so for me, when you're going to do like a shocking death or something that's supposed to be a very emotional death, you really need to like properly build up to that moment to feel the emotional weight. I think putting it so early on like they did really ruined a lot of the emotional weight that should have happened during Joel's death for me personally. And so I think a key difference is with showing Hal's fate. Like, that ties into his character arc of like he's on his way out, and we kind of can tell that like he doesn't even like do reciting. He doesn't like wearing the suit. Like, he's reluctant to being a Green Lantern, and he's dealing with that and going through that. And so like knowing that, like, yeah, he passes, but also what he builds with John is going to be like a special relationship between the two of them. And like like you said, Charlie, it adds more intrigue into wanting to figure out what happened. And it's not just played for shock. It's not built up to be this like big emotional death, but I think we'll loop back around to it and it will become that. I think it will be that, but I don't think that knowing that now, we're seeing that now, I don't think that detracts from it at all.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, because you approach it a little differently and don't do it properly, and then I think it does. I think you see it, depending on the story, you see a death like that and it takes away from the emotional weight. This is something where as soon as I saw it, I was just like, oh no, like we're gonna build up this whole season and learn more of why this matters, but it's actually going to like hit harder. Like I knew in that moment, like they know what they're doing. So I'm actually a very big fan of it. I saw a lot of people on Twitter getting mad about it. F you, James Gunn, Hal's dead, whatever. It's just okay. Clearly, it's so funny. I have a friend who is he's a what are they called? What are the Snyder fans called?
I think just Snyder fans, as far as
Just
I know.
Snyder fans. I thought they had like a cult name or whatever. But anyways, he's a ride or
Snyderans.
die Snyder fan, and so I asked him what he thought about the show, and he likes it, but he doesn't love it. And I made a point, and he was just like, "Oh, that's kind of fair." I was just like, "If you got to the credits and it said produced by Zack Snyder, would you love this show?" And it's like, yeah.
Oh,
It's like,
wow.
He said, "Yeah."
It was kind of like oh well, yeah, like there's a reluctance to enjoy something that's good because it's not
Yeah.
Zack Snyder. But
Yeah.
truthfully, this show could be a show that like was just randomly produced by Zack Snyder. Like you wouldn't be shocked if you saw that in the credits for this show. Obviously, we know that's not the case, but truthfully, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
And it's just funny to see all of the Snyder bros just like hating on this show. I've seen a lot of love for it too. I'll be honest. The amount of discourse for this show is kind of shocking. Like
Yeah, it's for something so seemingly inoffensive, it's just crazy.
it had a really good opening viewership numbers as well for
Yeah.
its episode. So like there's a surprising amount of discourse and like I don't know, there's a lot of hype around this show, which is not what I expected.
Well,
so.
I've seen things like I just saw two people in an argument about this guy thinks that Jon Stewart is being written as a villain because he slept with a married woman and he just doesn't care about it. And he also add that on to the fact that he is pining for the ring. He wants the ring so very badly and he just doesn't care about how. So all of this is to say that he's being written as a villain. Like that's just the beginnings of a character arc. Everything that you're saying right now.
Yeah.
And like that's just why, like, he didn't know she was a married woman, and he hasn't done it again since then. Like, I just don't know what we're like. The things we'll jump to complain about. It's just it's crazy to me. But
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I saw also in my online stuff, I saw this theory about the Manhunters specifically, and I want to get your guys' take on it. But so the Manhunters. It's not like Martian Manhunter or anything like that, but this relates to that. This person thinks, this is not my theory, I can't remember their name, otherwise I'd credit them, that the Manhunters aren't real and that the people that kidnapped John are the white Martians that wiped out almost all of the Martians on Mars, and they tracked John Jones, the Martian Manhunter, to Earth, and now they want to finish the job, and so they're trying to recruit John to find him and do that for them, or they'll just kill everybody, get them out of their way. And that's I have a couple like hangups with it. It's the fact that like the hospital that doesn't answer why the hospital is completely empty. Because that tells me there's something weird with the town, not just one specific person. But then also that doesn't answer, like if those people were if they were white Martians, why would they care about not killing people specifically? Like why do they care about humans? Like why not just walk into the town and blow themselves up and guarantee that they kill the Martian Manhunter? So I don't know, but I thought it'd be interesting, but also at the same time, is it doing a little bit too much? Like you're introducing Martian Manhunter, another big member of the Justice League, while you're also trying to tell the story with John and Hal and Guy as well a little bit.
Yeah.
Even though apparently
Interesting.
isn't Guy gonna be in Man of Tomorrow as well?
I think so.
That's super interesting. So does John not get the ring by the end of this whatsoever? Then
I don't know if he like gets it. I guess it depends.
Dang. Maybe he does, and then
I
like
don't know.
Guy. This is just an off the cuff. Like I don't actually think this is gonna be, but like Guy really wanted the ring, and but the ring has to choose you is the thing. But John shows that you can still use it with the ring without the ring choosing you. So I don't know. Guy kills Hal because he wants the ring, and then that comes out. Hal gets or a guy gets sent to prison eventually, and then that scene of him in Man of Tomorrow is just him being spoken to in prison. I don't know. It's just an off the cuff thing. I don't actually think that's what's going to
Weird.
happen, but just because like John not getting the ring at all by the end of this seems crazy. I
That
don't
would
know.
be
That
kind of
seems wild.
disappointing. Yeah, that would be wild.
Especially with it seems like this next episode is going to be, which I know Ben you don't watch the trailers for the next episode.
I don't either. I haven't been either.
Oh, you guys,
I've been staying away.
One of you guys do.
I've been locked in, baby. I saw to go theory for theory, that everybody in this town is manhunters, and that's why everything seems so empty, especially a hospital, because there's no reason. And also because the alien that Hal and John tracked down, Waylon, which goated line, the fucking Barack Hussein Obama. Great piece of dialogue there, but
That was fantastic.
they said that they sent him. Kyle Chandler, dude, fuck, he's in his fucking bag. It's so good. He's acting his fucking ass off in here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that Carrie says that he got taken to the hospital, and there are no records of that. So that means that he didn't get taken to the hospital. So then what is going on here, and why is it empty? And yeah, what's going on in Rushville? I saw somebody say that they are all manhunters. And they went more in depth on the theory, but I can't remember. It was a tweet, so I wasn't like locked in watching the TikTok. But yeah, the whole city is manhunters. Surely something's going on there. If not, then like I think Carrie's family are for sure manhunters. If not, that sheriff is, or not sheriff, but the businessman, the cowboys, that they are for sure all manhunters.
Who do we think his benefactor is that he can't name?
I've been seeing that. A lot of people think Lex. I think Lex would just be another, like, he was already in Peacemaker. I mean, yeah. I just feel like that'd be kind of cheap. Saw people saying Batman. Yeah, that's funny. Those are two very different hmms from y'all.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I don't know how much I would love it, just because I don't know what that says about like Batman's character.
Yeah,
or like what business he has. Yeah,
like he just wants his finger on the pulse, I guess. But I don't know. That just
yeah.
Why would he trust
maybe the
somebody else
manhunter? Maybe the manhunter is, maybe there is just one singular manhunter that they track down here, and the manhunter is his benefactor. I'm gonna go with that as my theory, is that his benefactor is the manhunter they are looking for.
Yeah, and that's why because that would explain why they have that technology that he won't tell Hal about why he has.
That was such a fire fucking scene when Hal's like, I've been all over the galaxy and I've never seen any tech like that. So you got to give me the lowdown on what the fuck's happening here. That shit was so good, man. That's when I was really like, this is great.
So the manhunter, being his benefactor, has him set up all this other alien scanning tech so that they can look out for any aliens that might be coming to finish the job. Yeah, finish the job on the manhunter. So
yeah,
I like that theory.
I like that. Do you know what else I saw? Is that people are thinking that Jon Stewart is half manhunter, or that maybe Jon Stewart has some manhunter in him. Yeah, I forget. I've been going through a lot of like just like John being trained up, like maybe Manhunter struck a deal with his mom, because there was like a shot in one of the trailers that came out before the show started that looked like his mom holding John as a baby, standing in front of what looked like a manhunter, and that like maybe they struck a deal with them for John, and that's why his dad has trained him the whole time with like the "Are you afraid? No fear." I don't know. I think there's a lot of cool different ways you can take this whole like manhunter equation and what's going on in Rushville.
The one that I saw as it pertains to just Jon Stewart and everything that's happened with his family and why his dad was so hard on him about everything. I saw, and I think this one's very likely to happen. That like in one of the trailers we see John talking to Guardians, one of the Guardians, and it seems like an interview setup. Like she asks him, like, "I bet you're wondering why you," and then he says, "No, I know exactly why me." And so, like, if we know that that's like a scenario, John's dad at some point was brought in by the Guardians to be interviewed, and like he didn't answer the questions correctly or something, and so then he was passed up for Hal, and so that would explain why, like, his brother, John's brother, at the beginning of episode 1 was like, "Turn it off! Like, dad's gonna get mad at us because he's watching something about Hal, because John's dad hates Hal because Hal got his position, and so now he's training his son,
Training him up
to be able to take the position from Hal."
Yeah, I did. I think I do remember seeing that one. I did see a similar video to that. I think there's a lot of cool ways you could take this, and I think it's especially with the just throwing in all the Green Lantern lore in episode 2. I think is so fascinating. I think there's a lot of cool ways you can go with it.
Yeah, I agree.
But it should be a movie. But yeah, it should be a movie.
Yeah, probably.
That's not what I said, chat. That's not what I fucking said, chat.
Anyways, that is gonna do it for this episode of the Words from the Nerds podcast. We will be back next week talking about more lanterns, and then who knows what else. I know a lot of us are going to be skipping out on the Dog Stars coming out this weekend. I have tickets to go see the new horror movie Buddy, which apparently is pretty good.
Nice.
So I was more interested in that than the Dog Stars. But yeah, we'll be back next week talking about whatever we feel like. And yeah, we'll have more fun debates, more yelling matches. Of course, Charlie's going to get rage baited a little bit more as per usual. And it will always be a fun time. So that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you
I can't
all.
help it when they say stupid shit, chat. I can't help it. I can't help it.
Don't stutter. Don't stutter. Don't stutter.
I can't help it when they say stupid shit.
Sayonara.
Adios.
Charlie's a bitch. Peace.